All right. Happy Friday and welcome back to the Collegiate Smash Circuit presented by Recreation Readiness. My name is Logan Lewis, aka Brogan LL, and I am a Recreation Readiness intern from Georgia Southern University based in Statesboro, Georgia. We are really excited to have everyone join us tonight for the Collegiate Smash Circuit. So join us tonight. We've got 38 of the top Super Smash Bros. Ultimate teams who will be competing over the next 5 weeks to determine the definitive best Collegiate Smash team in the nation. Last week was the beginning of a brand new era, and as Recreation Readiness and Collegiate Smash Circuit will bring you the best collegiate esports action every Friday night at 8 p.m. So that means this week and next week and for the future going on. We'll be showcasing teams from coast to coast as they battle in crews of 5, starting tonight with our opening week, or with our second week doubleheader featuring the full Sail Armada versus the University of Houston, and then to be followed by Winthrop versus Brown. But I've been talking for a little bit. I'm going to pass it over to my co-host and let him talk now.
Hey, my name is Amir Madmoon, aka Amir Aga, and I'm a Rec Readiness intern from Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. So we're Recreation Readiness is a fun-forward and education-based company that sponsors a ton of different esports and recreation events. We have the Collegiate Sports Internship, which allows students like me and Logan to gain a bunch of hands-on experience organizing and executing a ton of different esports competitions and programs. Our student-run events have already started last week with our Valorant tournament, but this week, in conjunction with tonight's Smash, we have our own personal, little bit more laid back, fun forward Smash tournament. And not only that, but we're also going to be running in the future weeks Overwatch, Rocket League, and some more Valorant tournaments. So our Smash events are going to be open to everybody compared to this league that focuses a little bit more on college teams. And for more info on those on the Collegiate Smash Circuit, we are basically last week we had some really nasty matches. Logan, do you want to talk about a couple of those?
Oh yeah. So last week we hosted our first ever matches. We'll talk a little bit about especially the where did they go? Perfect. So we had the University of Illinois, UIUC, University of Illinois popped off. We are going to show you guys the graphics from all the groups. So you can notice University of Illinois started off a nice little 2-0 after beating Colorado State and RSU Esports. So huge starting off matchup. One of the big things that you're going to notice from last week is the University of Texas at Dallas, so UTD. They started off 2-0. They only lost 6 stocks last week, which Amir, if you notice, that's not a lot of stocks in 2 full matches. And so
yeah,
that is wild.
Out of a grand total of 30, that's pretty spicy.
I mean, and we were talking about the University of Illinois. So the Illini, Twig, who is their Pikachu, he took 19 stocks last week. 15 of them were in the first crew battle versus Rogers State. That was our on-stream match. Twig just popped off. And then both Twig and Kazma only lost 1 stock in the respective 1v5 crew battles. So the Illini went wild last week, especially on stream, which is huge. But you also notice some of our other crews that started off really hot. We have the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette starting 2-0. And then there's a couple schools from other groups that aren't doing the greatest. We're going to focus, though, on a lot of the positives. So over in Group 8, they are shaping up right now to be the tightest group. No team in Group 8 won a match without having to use all 5 players. So that group features Southern New Hampshire University, the University of Missouri, Mount St. Mary's, and then Queen's University at Kingston. So all of them went down to the final characters. That is as tight as it can be in terms of Smash matches.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. I'd love to see some of these teams that weren't doing super hot last week really come and make a comeback, especially some of the teams on stream. If we have some teams who are going with only losing 6 stocks out of both of their matches, I think we can see a full-on comeback.
Oh, yeah. And this week, especially when we have the University of Houston in Full Sail, Houston started 2-0. They won by 7 stocks over Southwestern Oklahoma State, and then they beat Florida State 2-0, which that's a close matchup. But then we have Full Sail, who got 8-0'd by Florida State and then got 4-0'd by Southwestern Oklahoma State. So right now we have a tale of 2-0 versus 0-2. So, I mean, I don't know a whole lot of expectations off this one, but Full Sail might just turn it around after last week, or maybe Houston just comes out hot. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, so am I. Especially taking a look at Twig's Pikachu, which I believe is one of the best in the Midwest. Let's Twig's Pikachu is one of the best Pikachus in the Midwest. And I believe, do we have a what am I trying to say here? Do we have a do we have a like really talented Rob on the crew as well?
Yeah, I mean, those teams alone, I mean, they popped off. The Illini popped off, which was huge, but there's a lot of other just teams that are going crazy this year, which is going to make it really interesting, honestly. Like we said, UTD, I mean, potentially the number 1 team in the country at this point, as kind of regarded from all of our previous tournaments. They have just been cooking. But like we said, we have our teams coming from coast to coast. We have the University of Texas at Arlington going up against UCLA, which in and of itself is a crazy matchup. So having those kinds of things, along with like the University of Alabama, Huntsville coming in, there's a lot of different teams throughout the country that are going to have a chance to compete in this entire league.
Absolutely. And let's take a look at how the matchups are going to be turning out with the teams that we're going to be covering on stream today. So Full Sail Armada versus the University of Houston. As we were talking about, Houston's looking pretty spicy. How's Full Sail Armada's performance been?
Not great this year. Full Sail, oh man, they are 0-2. I mean, they did not do well against Florida State. They got 8-0'd, and then they got 4-0'd by Southwestern Oklahoma State. So odds aren't looking great, but you never know. It could just been a first week. They just got to knock the rust off. So they got a chance this week. Houston might have something coming for them. But if you want to look at our second matchup of the year or of the night, Winthrop versus Brown. So that's Winthrop and Brown. Winthrop is 2-0. Brown is 1-1. Winthrop and Brown played last week.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Winthrop had a 7-0 stock lead over them. Like that win, they're going into this with a lot of energy. Do they go in with the same energy of, oh, we won last week, we already got them this week? Or does Brown come in trying to get the redemption? So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond.
Absolutely, especially considering the fact that a 7 stock victory is sizable, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible to overcome. So I think especially after especially seeing the performances that we have last week, I think that there's going to be a little bit of a switch up. I'm sure that we don't want people going in here we don't want people from Brown going in here thinking that or trying to let people think that Winthrop is just going to smash all over them.
True. Well, now we're going to transition over to our standings. We're going to have this cute little graphic. So Group 1, obviously, like we said, UTD, they had 24 stocks left last week out of 30. That is crazy. And then you'll notice, like we said, Louisiana Lafayette also 2-0. The Illini 2-0. A lot of 1-1 teams. So DePaul, Eastern, Mississippi State, SMU. So we got a lot of teams in the first 3 groups that are all crazy. Like there's a lot of opportunity. But I mean, Amir, I am super excited for this week. I feel like this week is going to be very close competitive matchups on stream. You never know. We might get another Illini blowout, but I think our chances of having a real competitive matchup is going to be huge.
Definitely. So taking a look at some of these standings, not only do we have the 24 stocks, but not only do we have the 24 stocks on uh, uh,
UTD.
UTD. My apologies. Not, not only do we have the 24 stocks on UTD, but we also have 15 on
GE. I'll pull up
GE.
that team. Iowa State. Oh gosh, that is the Iowa State esports team. You want to know something that really stands out to me here, Amir? Is the fact that 3 of our first place teams are from the state of Texas. If you notice, Group 1, we had UTD. In Group 5, we have UTA Esports, so University of Texas at Arlington. And in Group 6, we have the University of Texas. They are competing. I don't know what they are feeding the teams down in Texas, but holy donuts that they are competing well.
Yeah, no kidding. Taking a look at yeah.
Texas does have power.
No, Texas has straight power.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Yeah. Let's
and then we have our last 3 groups here. Obviously you can see right there our Winthrop. They have a 15 stocks. They had 15 stocks left on a nice 2-0 in Group 9. So, man, this could be, like I said, there's a lot of opportunity. That group, we have a Group 7 and a Group 9 matchup tonight, but I think that there's a potential that this is all close.
Agreed. So let's maybe I think now we're going to be starting these matches fairly soon in just a couple of minutes. And like we were saying before, we're going to be starting off with full Sail Armada versus the University of Houston. Logan and I are going to be tapping out for those matches, but we have a couple of other really talented rec readiness interns and guest casters coming in here.
Yes, sir. So we're going to pass it on over to our guys that are actually going to be in game. Give them a shout out. Follow all of us on Twitter.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, we're all here.
How's everybody doing out there? First up, I'm Jahi, aka Irony. I am another rec readiness intern. I go to the University of Baltimore in Maryland. And I am joined by.
My name's Combo. Some of you guys may know me if you guys have been watching the raging warpath that UTD has been setting alight these past about year and a half, maybe 2 years or so. I've been around for a lot of UTD stuff, but otherwise I'm so happy to be here joining Rec Readiness to help commentate some wonderful Collegiate Smash matches tonight.
And not pictured is me, Brian, aka BSRK or Berserk, however you want to interpret it. I am also another intern at Rec Readiness. Big surprise there, but I've been in the internship for a year now. I'm pretty new to this, and I just really like casting. I think it's gonna be a good time. So strap in, get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a pretty good rough ride, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so I believe first up we're gonna have full Sail Armada versus University of Houston, an O2 team versus a 2-0 team.
Just to bring up take a look. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm gonna look at their rosters real quick. Just go ahead and make your point.
Yeah. One point that something that Logan brought up last time was talking about how 3 teams that we've seen were Texas leading teams within the respective groups, but actually there's a 4th team which we're about to witness here. University of Houston is also on the top of their group with 2-0. So that's actually 4 groups of the 9 led by a Texas team. We have UT Dallas, UT Arlington, UT Austin, and University of Houston. All 4 of these teams from Texas.
Texas is just built different, I guess.
Yeah, myself being a Texas commentator, I can definitely tell you guys that we are very hyper competitive. These teams put out amazing shows for the rest of the country to witness. These guys are monsters.
Understood. So looking at these rosters, so for the University of Houston, we have, I believe that is Noxel, who is a Shulk player, Arcus, who is a Robin player, Fizzle, who I believe that's random. So I guess they play, a handful of characters. Majora, the Joker main, Drago plays Mario, great value, great company, by the way, who plays Sonic. Wolfman, also a random main. And then we have SSB Kid, who mains Olimar. So looking at these players, they seem like they have a decent combination of characters who have decent recovery. I think that's a good strategy to have when you're playing in a crew battle. You know, you want to be able to save your stocks as best as you can. It's a lot more of a it's a much better strategy to work with. You want to be able to keep your stocks as best as you can, especially when you don't need to lose them, because you're playing for an entire team, not just for yourself. And then looking at the full Sail Armada, we have Happy, who plays Inkling, Juicebox, who plays Joker, Mimi, who plays Little Mac, Carter Zook, who is a Piranha Plant main, aka Plant Gang, and then we have Robo Bob, who plays Pikachu. So a little bit less of recovery standards, I guess. Especially with the Little Mac. Little Mac is known for once he goes off stage, he's not coming back. And the rest of them have, I want to say, decent recovery. Maybe it can be a little bit predictable. What do you think?
I think Inkling and Joker have a great time getting back to stage, and Pikachu's got a lot of mix-ups that can be annoying too. Piranha Plant maybe struggles a little bit more with the slower speed, but it does also have an active hitbox. So, I mean, in terms of stock preservation based off of recoveries alone, I don't think FSA has too much to worry about, besides, of course, the sore thumb sticking out that is the Little Mac. But Little Mac being a very momentum-based character, that's a risk that some teams are willing to gamble, and I can definitely understand why. Little Mac is an absolute powerhouse if he gets momentum going up. But if not, then that recovery is going to definitely be a problem.
Dude, Little Mac is the glass cannon of Smash. Let me tell you, the man can dish out so much damage. He can have you done in a second, but his arch nemesis is a ledge, right? If you step 1 inch in the wrong direction, it's game over. All right.
Oh man, Little Mac is probably the scariest character that I have to play against consistently, because there's a Little Mac main that I know personally in Baltimore, and he's called Combo Freak actually, and he's actually insane. He goes off stage on purpose to get kills. It's actually quite scary.
That's the mix-up.
Yeah, you don't see that coming. I think objectively speaking that the picks on the University of Houston's team are just stronger in a sense. I think that the abilities and moves that they have might be a little bit better, because it seems like there's a lot of this is either zoning from abilities, or you have Sonic, who could just kind of run around at light speed and never get hit. All of those are useful tools at keeping space and not really taking a whole lot of hits if you don't have to. So I think that might play for their favor. And then it seems like pretty much everybody on the Full Sail Armada team has to play from a close range perspective. So they really have to get in your face. And I think that honestly could be a downfall for them.
Right. Although I don't think a lot of these characters struggle. Maybe Piranha Plant. But besides that, if I'm looking at the rest of Full Sail Armada's roster, they don't have that much trouble actually getting in and doing what they need to do. Joker's got good maneuverability, as does Inkling. Both of them can kind of dash in and out, keep their space, land those grabs, and convert pretty well, right? Pikachu has neutral B. Jumping into neutral B is just a wonderful option for Pikachu to help keep space and then convert off projectile confirms, everything like that. And then Little Mac just runs in and has a bunch of shield pressure because of all the crazy shield damage and the armor on the smash attacks. So we're really just looking at Piranha Plant having a bit of a problem to try to get in a bit slower. A lot of moves take a bit to come out. You have the neutral B at least for some shield damage, and side B for some stage presence. But I think the rest of the crew can still figure their way in if they play their cards right.
Yeah, I think that this would be one of those things where if they get in, it probably won't be the worst thing in the world. All of them are pretty good at pressuring someone's shield and baiting them out and stuff like that. But it's a matter of if they get in and if they can make it count when they get in.
Right, absolutely.
So let's see, we'll get started in a couple of minutes. We're waiting on the lobby and everything to come up. So who do you think's gonna take this match, and what do you think? How many stocks do you think they're gonna have left?
Ooh, okay. Stock analysis is that's an interesting thing. Looking at the results, though, we've seen University of Houston's on a roll here, right? 2-0 against the Southwestern Oklahoma State University. They're up with 7 stocks, which is a pretty sizable lead. That's 3 players, 2 entire players with all their stocks, and then 1 left with only 1 stock. And then they also played against Florida State University and were left at only 2 stocks, but still a victory. And I believe FSU is also a Florida university. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But I'm not quite sure how the other states are well in tune with one another in terms of how much they practice. But just seeing University of Houston here's a narrow victory over Florida State University makes me want to believe in a close match here. But looking at full Sail Armada's results against Florida State University here, turns out they were down 8 stocks. So that doesn't paint the brightest picture for full Sail Armada here. It could be a rock, paper, scissors situation. Houston beats Florida State beats FSA, and then FSA could beat University of Houston to round out the triangle. Or it could be a chain of command. Houston goes down to Florida State beats full Sail Armada, and then the implication should be that University of Houston could also beat full Sail Armada. So I think the scales are definitely tipped in Houston's favor here. It might be a rough struggle here for FSA, considering that they lost to 2 teams actually that University of Houston has bested. But I don't think it's impossible, but it'll be quite the hill to climb.
Yeah, definitely. And you have to consider little things like, everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes you throw away a stock in USD, or maybe your head's around the game. Little things that vary from game to game. Nothing's too concrete, and whether one team is better than the other, unless it's a hugely decisive victory, like they mentioned earlier with the UIUC game from last week. So unless it's like a hugely decisive victory, usually things like a couple of players or a couple of slots can really be changed with just some split second better decision making, or mental stability.
Yeah, general momentum of the week, the day. Go ahead.
Statistically, right? Houston takes it. They're up 2-0. Full Sail is down 0-2. But I think what everyone's looking for tonight is everyone's looking for the upset. Come on. It's imagine Full Sail going into this, not looking bright for them, but they just absolutely take it away, right? And I think this is going to be, whatever the result of the match, a very good matchup.
I do love an underdog victory. How many stocks do you think so if Full Sail does take this, how many stocks do you think they'll have left, Brian?
If Full Sail takes this, how many stocks? I think they're going to be cutting it close. It's going to be, they're going to be in the single digits if they take it. That's my guess.
That's such a wide range. That's like, they could be anywhere from 3 entire players to 1 player left. So when you say single digits, you mean like having like 1 player left? Like
they could easily have 1 player left. Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm thinking, to be honest, I would also like to see an upset victory. I'm going to call Full Sail taking this, but with like 1 stock left. Like, it's going to go down to the nitty gritty. It's going to be down to the wire if they take this. Especially given that with an underdog, especially because they've lost to 2 teams that Houston has already beaten, it's going to be hard for them, statistically speaking, to overcome the team that, is at the top of their bracket right now. So if they're taking this, it's going to be a nail biter. See, okay. So now we're about to get into these.
Oh, sorry. I was going to call Houston's victory here. Maybe it's my Texas bias. Maybe it's not. But I'm looking at about maybe 7 to 9 stocks in Houston's favor.
For sure. All right. So we're about to get started. So we're going to run an ad. And then when we come back, we'll get into the action. All right, and we're back. Welcome back, Combo.
Yeah, welcome back, Jahi. Thanks for having me on here. Super excited to be here. Looks like we do have Houston and Full Sail going to be rolling up here. So stage choice is going to be starting off at PS2. Quite standard, pretty normal, especially in the days of Smash Ultimate. Just be like, hey, you want a gentleman's to PS2? And that'll be the stage we go to. It's a nice way to feel out your opponent's pretty good, neutral starting stage. Nice and foundational.
Most definitely. I wish I could tell which of the players they have. And actually, let me see if I can go take a look and see which players they're running first up.
Houston side, and they have Wolfman.
So Wolfman, which is that he's the one that plays. There are a handful of characters. He's random, and then let me see for the other team. Did they say? Mimi is first. So Mimi is first. Mimi is their Little Mac player. Oh, they're not playing either of those characters. They're playing Snake.
Eve versus Snake. I love it.
I feel deceived. Okay.
Yep, this is quite different from what we expected. This will be a very interesting matchup. Both characters really like their stage control. Both characters like putting things on the stage that prevent their opponents from really being able to handle anything. Already off the bat, it's very explosive from both ends.
Okay. Oh, he spot dives the C4. That's actually a nice play there. He's just so we have it says Andrew. So Andrew's taking a nice lead here. He's got about 60% worth of damage over him. He's doing a pretty good job of keeping Snake off of him and creating space while building up his turrets. He already has the diamond that he needs to build, his better gear. So that's great.
Right, we've been seeing a lot of minecarts to keep the space right in front of Andrew, handled and taken care of, because once he's able to jump out of it, it effectively grabs the opponent and carries them along. And that definitely stops Wolfman Snake from being able to really get anything set up. But Wolfman's been able to win a lot more of these neutral interactions. Stop getting anti-aired was a big thing, as Andrew is using up smash to anti-air a lot of Wolfman's engages. So now Wolfman's been staying back, throwing a lot more grenades, throw out those up smashes, catch with the dash attack at ledge here. Now we're throwing down the grenade. What's the ledge option going to be? Andrew's going to be able to get up, but we're having the C4 into forward air. Catch Andrew. There's the up to take that first stock.
Ooh, yeah. So it started out really strong for Andrew, and then once he started getting hit by a lot of the explosives and moves that Snake has, and it really just caught him off guard. And once he got blown off stage, it just became a matter of that stage control, because once Snake gets set up, it's really hard to get back.
Right, here it is. We see Snake at effectively full screen, only moving in when Snake wants to. Tries to get a grab, with like 3 or 4 grabs in a row. Air dodge just off stage. Is going to be able to recover to ledge. Andrew's got 30% on right now, only 10% lead for Wolfman here. That's a whiffed grab, no punish. Catch with a dash attack. There's an up smash. Is able to block the sword on the floor. Throws down an up smash, then goes for a down smash. A lot of shield pressure. Andrew stood there and took all of it. And gets blown up by C4 mid-cart. Wonder what the ledge options could be here.
Ooh. He got him with the grenade explosion into a back air. It actually kind of stunted the knockback a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much.
Right, the percent's still racking up. Here's a grab. Goes for the forward throw, and there's another Nikita thrown out, then an up smash. Look at all this ledge coverage that Snake has. The first up smash still barely caught Andrew.
This is an impressive level of ledge guarding right here. He has 16 different explosives in every different area, and he can throw down the smash attacks. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, there's the C4. Man, it's going to take another stock here. Andrew has a big hill to climb right off the bat. Houston's making a loud, very ceremonious beginning to their game here.
Very explosive introduction, if you will.
Oh, absolutely. We're throwing grenades full screen. Andrew's trying to utilize the minecart, but Wolfman's already kind of figured out how to play around after getting hit by it way too much. Wolfman's not been getting hit by the up smash very much either. Definitely mixing up the approaches where up smash wouldn't be the right option for Andrew to go for. So Wolfman had a lot of adaptations to get around Andrew's playstyle. That's why the first stock was looking so rough. But I think Wolfman's adapted pretty well here. Now it's Andrew's turn to kind of give back and let this mind game back and forth play out.
Yeah, I think Andrew's kind of like he's using the minecart to definitely keep pressure on the Snake. And we got a nice forward smash. That forward smash with the diamond sword is ridiculous. So we're about 1-1 now. Gonna see who takes this first game.
There's a C4 set up right near the crafting table. Is Andrew gonna call the crafting table? He does. Tries to get diamond. Was he able to get it? There it was. Wolfman definitely tried to interrupt that diamond obtaining, but
I don't know if you noticed, but that was a really good strat from Andrew. He was getting absolutely bombarded by explosive for the first 2 stocks. He started using his walls to build like a barrier between him and all those Snake's explosives to kind of give him some space and time to think. Really.
Right. And again, using the minecart to kind of push Snake away and let him continue building his wall, let up mining resources. Andrew's making, now it's Andrew's turn kind of to dab back, and now we're looking dead even here on the 3rd stock for both players.
He's kind of using the minecart to create space and then just doing what he's not rushing him down. He's kind of just, building up materials and thinking of a way he's going to, engage this.
Ooh. There's a run straight in.
Oh, no.
What a setup from Wolfman. Good catch while Andrew's on the minecart as well. Wolfman tries to go in for the up smash. Andrew interrupts the minecart. Now Andrew's mining on the right side of the stage. Wolfman can't let him continue to do this. There is a whiffed anti-air. Good punish from Wolfman with the dash attack. Throws up the up smash. Gets interrupted with a forward air from Andrew. There is a minecart. Doesn't go for the grab option off the minecart. Now we'll return to mid stage here. Nikita for shield pressure. Tries to go up and down tilt. Whips it. Rather, shield blocks a dash attack. It's grabbed up thrown.
Okay, so he's kind of setting up right now. Wolfman he's got the C4 on that right platform, so let's hope that Andrew doesn't forget about that and take a gnarly death on his last stock. Okay, so he's got him dragged. Oh, God. That's one of the scariest things about playing against Steve is that you know that you're probably going to get let out at some point, but that cart will literally drag you down to the depths. Any other character would probably be dead.
Right. The higher percentage you have, the longer, rather harder it is to get out of that cart. So as percent continues to rack up and neither player is dying, the minecart only continues to become more and more dangerous. Pretty soon we'll be reaching the point where almost any stray hit of any strength will take out one of the other stocks. So we're getting in really, really tense situation.
A dash attack from Snake or an up tilt will definitely take this last stock.
Oh, absolutely.
And he gets cracked by the diamond sword.
Ooh. And there is the initial lead here from Full Sail. So that's a little bit different than what we were expecting.
What was I saying? The underdog comes back. But just imagine, right? Imagine being a fully trained military special ops agent and you just get beat up by some random square dude with a sword.
That is the magic of Smash Brothers.
An 8-bit sword. Oh my god. But it's actually crazy. I think that match, he played that well. It would have went a lot worse for Mimi if he played Little Mac. He would have had absolutely zero way to get in against a Snake who covers the entire stage in explosives.
I think what was really admirable about Andrew's gameplay is how he adapted to his situation, right? Is you saw it in the beginning, he was having a really rough time dealing with all the control that Wolfman was having with all the grenades and all the other miscellaneous things he was throwing at him. But we saw that he kind of changed up his playstyle and instead of getting aggressive, he focused more on making space and building up his stage control, which I think really is what carried him through to the end here.
I think what I really liked about that match is that the momentum wasn't super one-sided. They started out on the first stock with Mimi having all the momentum, building up damage. I think he had a 60% damage lead during the first stock, and then even though he took a stock, Wolfman came right back and took 2 stocks of his own, completely taking control of the game, covering the stage in explosives, making it really hard for Mimi to protect himself, let alone do any kind of damage to him. And then once again, right after that, the momentum shifted. He adjusted to the explosives, started building a wall to protect himself, and ultimately that's what helped him take away this victory, creating space for himself and just being able to fake.
I think overall, if this first match was anything to go off of, we're in for a pretty entertaining night.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, every match is close like that, I'll be happy.
Yeah, looks like we'll be getting great value next from University of Houston, who is a Sonic player. And so I'm trying to think about how I think Sonic as a character weaves in and out really, really well. Generally, the Sonic playstyle is actually supposed to be a bit more on the defensive side, kind of actually staying back for a lot of it until that moment to kind of get in, get your stray hits, to kind of back out, right? And I think that kind of playstyle will do quite well against Steve and all the other Minecraft characters, but that doesn't mean that Steve can't have an answer for this, and especially considering that Mimi has 1 stock to work with. They're definitely going to try to do their best to take a lot off of Great Value's kind of momentum and maybe even get a stock here and prevent the two teams from having even stock. So there's a bit of pressure riding on Mimi here, but already Mimi came with a pretty great start. So no matter the outcome here, Full Sail's not looking too bad.
Overall, I want to see Andrew take this on, take out the 3 stock. I got the belief.
Yeah, I think he's going to go in hard. He's trying to get Mimi out of here right now.
Yeah, we're seeing great value already getting Mimi up to 75.5% without a single response from Mimi that was able to land just yet. And here it is, the weaving, the in and out that great value is looking for. That Sonic excels at playing. Jump in, jump out. Try to bait something for your opponent and go for that whiff punish.
Now, what I think will actually be really helpful for Mimi here is that they could put a wall in between them. So even if Sonic can just keep running at them, he has to break through that wall. And that's going to be what helps.
We kind of saw Mimi go for that a bit on the right side of Lilac just here right now. But throughout this interaction, one thing that we also noticed is that Mimi's not really doing any damage while they're doing that. They may be setting up their defensive wall. They may not be taking as much damage anymore, but they're also not doing a whole lot. This entire interaction has led to maybe 30% of damage, and half of that was done by one move.
Yeah, and I think that speaks more to Mimi trying to hold on to their last stock, because they don't have to play aggressive, really and truly. They just need to try to hold on to this stock and kind of like capitalize on any mistakes that Great Value makes. So they don't need to be aggressive. They just need to hold on to that stock as much as they can.
I think my look on it, right, is if Andrew gets 1 stock out of this, if Andrew can take 1 stock off of Sonic here, I think that's a massive success, right? Because that's gonna tip the next match in the favor of Full Sail, who's already up by 1 player. So overall, I think if he can get 1 stock out of this, we're gonna be looking for a really good advantage on the side of Full Sail.
I agree. And that's not gonna happen. He gets him with the speed dash and the forward air combo. He will tie up this game 12-12. Good job by Great Value.
Yeah, Great Value trying to make that as quick and efficient as possible. Really waiting out of Mimi. You know, Mimi slowed the game down, so then Great Value's like, okay, I can also slow down my approaches, kind of make them less frequent, mix them up a little bit, but I'll still be able to get it and still be able to do my damage and get my kill confirms, as we just saw Great Value do. So let's see who Full Sail may want to send in as a response to Sonic. Sonic is a devastating character, especially a character that's been reigning quite heavily in the era of online in our COVID situation.
God, I hate online Sonic.
So
Bring out the Toon Link.
Should be aware of and definitely afraid of. This is a character you have to respect in our current environment, and I'm definitely curious to see what Full Sail Armada wants to send in. Like, I think Inkling or Joker could be solid options because they can box up close pretty well, but they also have a decent amount of like kind of mid-range, almost disjointed options that could potentially beat out a lot of Sonic's approaches. But I think Pikachu could also excel in that factor. So we'll just have to see who FSA decides to send in here.
Okay, so real quick, off stream. So we have results from 2 matches so far. We have, speaking of the Texas powerhouse teams from earlier, we have UT taking a 14-0 win over the University of St. Mary's. They're in Cinnamore, Maine, absolutely dominating the entire team. The MVP going to Glicko Man, who took 15 stocks. So he only lost 1 stock throughout that entire match. And then we have UTD versus KU taking the win 11-0. Another dominating win for Texas. Jesus Christ.
Texas really just said, yeah, we have all the best Smash players.
Imagine Texas losing more than 5 stocks in a single match. Ridiculous. We have a match that I guess was supposed to be from week 1. We have DePaul University versus Eastern University taking a win 9-0. DePaul taking the win 9-0. Oh, sorry, it was week 2. They just mistyped it. So DePaul was also week 2, and they took the win 9-0 over, what did I say? Eastern University. So those are some updated match results that we had off stream. Let's see. So who is Full Sail gonna send in now? Let's see.
I think Full Sail they're definitely taking this one carefully. They're trying to they're taking their good time to try and decide who is the best fit to go against this Sonic, because like Combo said, it's playing against Sonic is something you really got to think about.
Okay, so it looks like they're sending out Robo Bob, who is the Pikachu player for Full Sail.
There it is.
Yep, and I think that that's definitely going to be a good thing. That the T-Jolt from Pikachu's Neutral B is absolutely ridiculous at maintaining a certain level of stage control. It doesn't hit too hard, but it stops you in your tracks, and because it bounces. It's really good for a character like Sonic who kind of bounces all around the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would help in keeping some spacing. What are you thinking?
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I think Pikachu is a very solid choice against Sonic, but I think Sonic can also play around this because it's not that Sonic's approach is only horizontal. Sure, a lot of it is a lot of horizontal momentum. Comes very fast at you with the spin dash, right? The side B. But the side B also allows you to jump. He does have a lot of aerial options. He can go double jump in, go for a homing attack, right? Mix it up, or maybe go for a down air, get down on the ground. As long as it wasn't on shield, hopefully it doesn't get whiff punished, is able to apply some up close pressure. Pikachu, of course, has a lot of get off me tools too. Pikachu's just overall being a very, very solid character that may be in contention for the best character in the game. So I think overall Pikachu just being a fundamentally sound character with a lot of damaging combos, a lot of ways to approach, a lot of ways to deal with Sonic's playstyle. I think Pikachu is a wonderful option here, and I think FSA can definitely make something happen. But Great Valley, I'm sure, also has a decent amount of experience playing Pikachus. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, highly skilled players often have more matchup experience with the higher tier characters, as
Right.
They tend to be up there. Pikachu is definitely one of the. I would say he's top 3 characters in the game for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, and they're playing on what is this? This is Smash Bros, right? Or is
this is Town and City. This is
Town and City. I get those two mixed up a couple of times every now and again. Okay.
All good.
They're kind of just running at each other. I kind of like this. I like this in-your-face kind of action they got going on right now.
Yeah, Sonic's playing the way Sonic should be playing, weaving in and out, getting those stray hits and keeping distance. Not too much damage has been done, but so far Sonic has won every interaction.
Little trade there.
It's looking to be a pretty strong start coming out of the Sonic, as we have he's 40% lower than the Pikachu, and so it's gonna be a strong start, and it's just looking to be a very eventful match here.
Keep in space, use the homing attack to go over the Thunder call on Pikachu down B. Pikachu down B, Thunder, especially offstage, covers so much vertical distance. It's actually quite the killer and gives Pikachu a nice hitbox around him once the Thunder finally does hit. So that's a move that Great Valley definitely has to be looking out for.
And it's Robob.
Yeah, and it's spiced. Yeah, Robobob can't be too careless with it because it can be pretty punishable, especially on whiff. So there's an F smash attempt here. Pikachu is a bit of a lighter character, so you can start looking for your kill options and kill confirms earlier. Oh, that was an up B straight into Great Valley's face. Quite a risky play from Robobob, but Great Valley didn't capitalize off that, and now we have returned to neutral. So here's we see the Thunder Jolt clashing with Great Valley's approach right there, just stopping him in the middle of the way and not actually allowing Great Valley to get in and get what he wants going. Not that blender. That is a forward smash charge, the upward angle too. Still not taking the stock.
He
messes up his recovery. And
that's more an SD than anything. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's rough. You hate to see it. Honestly, really hate to see it.
One of the reasons why one of my good friends says he'll never play Pikachu, he would just infuriate him too much to mess up his recovery like that. Dying of your own fault like that is truly infuriating.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not too late for Robobob to bring this back. Pikachu has a lot of damaging combos. He just has to get the starters going. And on top of that, Pikachu has kill confirms too. So again, it's really just landing those initial quips to get what you want going. But if Great Value doesn't let him do that, then there's not much that Robobob can do.
Definitely, I agree. He has if he's gonna get in, he has to get in and be able to actually land a hit. That's the problem. The Sonic just runs all around the map, and you can't really do much if your person's, or if your opponent is just running every single place
at all times, right? I don't see Robobob fishing for a lot of nairs. I think that's something that may help his game plan a little bit. Having this active hitbox around you as you're moving to try and clash with Sonic doing the same might end up helping Robobob in catching some of those confirms. But so far, it looks like we're sticking to Thunder Jolt and forward air with the occasional Thunder sprinkled in. Nice back air from Great Valley to take that stock.
He will go up 2 stocks. Oh, man. So, yeah, I actually agree very much on that. He's not using his Nair. I don't think I've seen him use it, once this game, to be honest. And it's a really good tool. He's fishing more for keeping hitboxes out in front of him to, I guess, keep space, as opposed to using it to, protect his overall being.
Right, and Nair is really good at confirming things too. Drag down Nair can get you some down tilts, a dash grab, go for some throw combos, right? A lot of crazy stuff. Nair is a wonderful move, and if you're not using one of the best moves in Pikachu's kit, might be missing out on something.
Yeah. And I feel like he's a little reckless with his Thunderbolts. He's using them, and I guess he's trying to use them to like cut Sonic off as he runs at him, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but because it's so punishable, you really don't want to rely on that, if you will.
Ooh, Great Value is really
Especially
rapid.
with characters like Pikachu.
This is twice
that
a lap. That could be a forward tilt from Sonic to kill. That would be the first time I've ever seen that. Tries to use his own up B to catch the Pikachu up B, but doesn't look like Robot is going to be able to make it back, and now that puts Houston at a 3-stock, an entire player advantage. Great stuff to great value there for keeping up the pressure, not letting his advantage slip, and also not letting Robot really breathe. Robot didn't have much opportunity to get those chain links on his confirms and anything like that, so not a whole lot of damage is really being output. In the time that Robot was able to get Great Value to 100% or so, Great Value had already done that 3 times. Right,
Yeah,
he was
for
really
sure.
running laps around him, quite literally.
Oh man, it was just a lot. He had the space to do so. He could kind of like run in at his own discretion, get hits in, and then get back out in typical Sonic fashion. And because I feel like Robobob was using a lot more of his unsafe options to try to create the space that he needed, and really, his hits weren't landing, so he really couldn't get any of the confirms that he needed to be able to deal out some real damage to Sonic. You have to be able to keep Sonic still, and you can't do that throwing out whiffing hitboxes a lot, you know?
Right. Looks like we'll be having Zuki Kuki next as our FSA representative, and that'll be the Piranha Plant player. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. Sonic versus Piranha Plant. This is not a matchup I see very often, mostly because Piranha Plant's not like a super played character. Here's the thing though. Piranha Plant is a lot slower, but can definitely have some really dangerous tools up close, right? The Neutral Bee, the Patui, right, up right above and letting it drop right next to you, right? That could do some crazy damage both on shield and, on hit, right? Same thing with side B. And then Piranha Plant can get some low percent, throw confirm combos as well to get something going before you start going for those hard reads on up smash or back air. So the thing is, Sonic is usually the one approaching in situations that he deems to be the right ones, right? Otherwise, Sonic's gonna be staying back before he's gonna go in for a lot of these hits. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. Piranha Plant can try to intercept a lot of Sonic's approaches with his own Neutral B, or at least let Sonic take a lot of damage with the Piranha Plant side B. But again, if Great Value is able to run laps around Zuki Kuki and just get in those confirms, get all that damage in without letting Zuki Kuki to really breathe or respond, especially since Piranha Plant's now a slower character with less approach options, that means that when Sonic's in his defensive state, that there's not much that Piranha Plant can really do. This could go either way, but I still think the favor goes to Sonic.
What I'm thinking here is that, and I think that Piranha Plant has a similar. It doesn't matter. But Piranha Plant has a similar like neutral air kind of move that Pikachu has, where it's one that kind of like goes all around them. It kind of protects their overall body as opposed to throwing out a hitbox. And I think that'll be good if they use that to protect themselves from Sonic hits. What you were saying about the Neutral B is definitely great, because one of the things that I see, it's almost like a built-in counter. One thing that I see a lot of Plant players use is they shoot their Neutral B, go straight up above them, and even if they get hit, that ball drops right on the head of the opponent, and they just get smacked for like 20%. It's ridiculous, and I hate getting hit by it so much. It
All right,
so
I just want to give a quick shout out to Brown Esports. They just rated our stream with a party of 6, so kind of poggers of them. I kind of like that. Keep it up, guys. Keep up the good work.
Thank you,
We'll be
Brown.
seeing you on stream pretty soon.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. Use our shout out. Use the shout out magic. Dude, pop off. I feel it. Brown Esports, if you're listening to me right now, right? Take it away. You got this. I don't got this. I'm just the caster, but you got this, right? Take it away for us. Next stream. Dude, pop off. All I'm saying is pop off.
All right, so getting into this next match, we're gonna have Inkling versus Sonic.
Okay, so it seems is it possible that Happy is playing off Zuki Kuki setup? I don't know. Actually, it said they were saying sending in Zuki, but Happy is supposed to be the Inkling player on Full Sail's team, and then Zuki is supposed to be the Plant player. But it's possible both have.
So our sources are more so they're characters that they've played so far in the circuit. So it's not a distinct list of they only play this character. It's more of this is the character they've played so far in the circuit.
Got it. Okay, so I think Inkling is a good option against Sonic as well. Use that neutral B to rack up the ink, rack up percent. Use Bomb to try and catch approaches from Sonic a lot. But if you're not keeping your own space and letting Sonic run around you, then that percent's gonna rack up really quickly. Now we're already seeing Zuki Cookie at 114%, while Great Value has token none. There's change now. We get a little bit of ink on the screen, but this is looking pretty rough.
I'm gonna be real. This match started. I looked away for like a hot second to stretch. I look back. Zuki is already at 124%, and it is just looking for a. It's looking like a pretty good time for Houston here, as they're just getting carried by this Sonic. I can't believe it.
Great Value is definitely great value for the Houston team here. Texas continuing to represent their different build, if you will.
Great Value is straight up going name brand.
Speaking of which, he just took that first stock. Well done from Great Value. He's already at 7 stocks. Oh my gosh.
Right. Using the space that Zukuki sometimes gives them, but Zukuki doesn't really take advantage of the space given. Doesn't try to go for a bomb setup, or doesn't try to go maybe catch platform, go for a dash grab, or anything like that. It's more so they're just throwing out aerials that'll likely lose to Sonic Side B anyway. That puts Zuki Cookie in a pretty rough spot if you're letting Great Value kind of get what he wants. Get to the corner and then get the side B off for that full charge, max damage, max hits kind of thing. That was a nice roller and the conversion into a back air. Good stuff from Zuki Cookie. Trying to roller read again. Great Value wasn't having any of it. Nice shield mix up there with the Nair to neutral B. Now we got the side B charge again. Jumping around. Nice punish on the roller with an up smash. Keeping the percents even here on Zuki Cookie's second stock. Ken with the side B, the forward air confirmed. Keeping them off stage.
I think what Zuki Cookie's trying to do here is get punched in the face.
That was a hard read right there.
Exactly what Zuki was planning. I'm gonna go on this ledge. I'm gonna get punched clean in the face.
I was trying to say,
all part
I
of the
think
plan.
Zuki Cookie is trying to use the Inkling ink. So basically, oh god, they're trying to use the ink. So the ink slows down the opponent, and it kind of if they run through it, or I guess if they're trying to roll through it, it slows them down, so it can kind of give them a little bit more time to react to anything that Sonic does. It's really not working, as Sonic is just jumping over it, but Great Value is just playing out of his mind right now.
Right, again, lapping on percent in the third stock here. Jab, 1, 2, 3, send Zuki off the stage. Tries to go catch a 2-frame with a forward smash and still able to punish the get up with an up smash. Sonic's maneuverability. There's a RAR back here. Take the stock there. Great Value again with another 3 stock on Full Sail. That's 2 entire players, while Great Value continues to walk on effectively unscathed, as he has not lost a single stock. Great stuff to Great Value here, keeping a lot of positive momentum for Houston.
Very much so.
Inkling have the most menacing clap animation known to man.
And not the Chaos Emerald. Nah, I mean, actually, the Chaos Emerald might be really fitting. He's pure chaos out there. He's absolutely running through.
Wow, so it looks like Twig from UIUC just took 15 stocks in their match versus South Methodist University, and he only lost 2 stocks. That is a 15-0 simply from one player. You guys said this is the best Pikachu in the Midwest, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's his second time taking out an entire team on his own. You know, if I was his team, I'd stop putting him first, because maybe I would play during the match.
Twig at this point is just like, all right, guys, just go sit this one out. I got this.
Go drink some water or something. Stay hydrated.
Lock to the Pikachu. Rest of the team's duty is just to go take 5, take a breather, maybe go get lunch.
Goodness.
Dinner, depending on where you're at.
The size of Twig's backpack must be absolutely massive.
Twig's back must actually just always be in excruciating pain. Like that, somebody get that man a chiropractor.
Oh man, that's crazy though. I can't believe he's got 2 straight weeks of just 15-0ing people. That's something you should be able to do like consistently. That's ridiculous.
That's great. South Methodist University is the Texas team of that group too, so that's getting rid of a one chunk of a greater whole of power players. That's definitely impressive.
They can't all be ridiculous,
Piece by piece, together we can all take down Texas, says Illinois.
You have to think about one piece of Texas at a time.
All the 50 states lived in harmony until Texas attacked. Only Twig, master of the Pikachu, can save us all.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna have another Inkling player here. Maybe we'll see some I guess better decisions here, or better spacing. Maybe I feel like this being the one who's played Inkling before, maybe they'll have a bit better time playing against Sonic. But who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what Happy can do, but it looks like Great Value's got a pretty solid firm on what his game plan is going to be. That's the big thing about Sonic 2. He doesn't have to play around the other player's game plan as much as he is trying to stick to his own. That's kind of the way Sonic as a character works. So that might be a big struggle for other players who are kind of unfamiliar to having to adapt to the opponent instead of running with their own game plan.
Yeah, I think, and I guess this is a little bit more about myself, but one of my friends that I play against consistently, I play Dr. Mario, he plays Rob. And back when I was playing regular Mario, one of the things that he used to tell me that annoyed him so bad is that no matter what kind of setups he was doing, I was still doing my own thing. Even if he would hit me, he would rock me in the face with like 3 different projectiles at the same time, and I would just keep doing what I planned to do, and it infuriated him. That's kind of probably what's happening here. You have a plan set up, and Sonic just runs through that plan.
Right. Sonic is the character you have to play around. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way the character is designed. His game plan's a lot more kind of out there, stuck to your face, and very controlling of the whole stage. So Sonic is the character you have to adapt to. There's not going to be a whole lot of adapting coming from Sonic's end, at least in the beginning. And why change if your opponents aren't forcing you to change, right?
Exactly.
It's just nuts. I think for the entirety of this match so far, Great Value has been more in the air than on the actual ground. Like, this man's like, yeah, I mastered flight.
Using the upbeat to edge guard. That's he's able to catch Happy twice now. Light percent, minor annoyance, but always fun to see.
I think Inkling's like the only projectiles they have that can the only projectile they have that can really stop a Sonic pressure is the bomb. And the bomb isn't reliable enough to keep the spacing or hit Sonic in the face when he can cover about 30 inches worth of space vertically with 0 effort.
Right, there's an up smash punish on a shielded roll, and that's going to be the first stock going down. Happy is down a stock, another stock gone for Full Sail. One thing that Inkling can do is try to go out and space with back air a lot more. We're seeing Happy do it now here, but Happy was able to interrupt one of Sonic's side Bs with back air. Back air's got a decent amount of disjoint where there's a good chance you'll actually be able to hit the back air without getting hit yourself. Because usually on those trades, that's effectively a Sonic winning situation. So you really don't want to trade. You really just want to disjoint the side B and interrupt it or stop it or actually hit it straight out. So if Happy can space more with back airs, I can see Happy going for it more now, but it looks like they're struggling to really land the opportunities to actually hit it.
Yeah, I think the one thing about playing against Sonic that you really have to be wary for is just because he hit your shield does not mean it's your turn.
Right. Right. It's really easy to think that. It's really easy to think, oh, they're minus or they won't have any sort of get-up options after this. Sonic keeps going. He keeps moving. You also have to wait and watch.
Yeah, didn't you watch the show as a kid? You gotta go fast. That's the whole. That's all. It's how you play Sonic. You gotta go fast. Great Value is going very fast by the looks of it, especially just making this match.
Yeah, we saw the parry from Happy and the attempted punish, but the multi-hit nature of the side B actually enabled that to still be a winning exchange for Great Value. Nice match on that play. And that'll be a stock now. Finally, Great Value loses a stock here. Happy putting himself on the board in terms of stocks taken for the team.
Unfortunately for Happy right now, Great Value built up 105% worth of extra credit, so he's going to have to work that much harder to get through this second stock.
I wish I could build up 105 points of extra credit.
I'm not even in college right now, so I gotta
living that college life.
I feel that. Nice movement here from Happy, not getting hit by the side B there, rolling in and out, but unfortunately not able to capitalize. It's one thing to learn how to play defense against Sonic and how to avoid Sonic, and it's another thing altogether to learn how to punish this and how to actually start winning these trades in your favor. So Sonic is quite an uphill battle to climb in terms of matchup knowledge, especially if you previously had none. Ooh, there's another spring jump catching the Inkling easier.
Oh, I was hoping you'd keep him out there for longer. That would have been great.
Back here.
Oh, what a glorious hit. That's got to be satisfying to get.
Oh yeah, Sonic back here.
One of the most satisfying hits to get next to like Falcon Punch and Falcon Knee. And Ganon Stomp. Ooh.
They got some nice heft to them.
Dude, nah, have you ever gotten the Jigglypuff down B? Let me tell you.
Have you ever watched Hungry Bucks play? It happens all the time. It lost its luster for me. He just does it so consistently.
That's what makes it magical.
Okay, so he's got him up to 71%.
Ooh, there's a nice up air back air conversion. Almost another lap in percent here. Get him with another side B. Drag down with the fair. There's a homing attack. Still no punish as Great Value was able to air dodge past the back.
He caught him with the roller read?
Oh,
is that going to kill? And he'll take 2
is that it?
Okay, this is
All
a close
right,
match.
it's a 1-1. Though it's still looking to favor Great Value. He's up 89-0, so it's gonna be a pretty uphill, fast moving mountain, if I do say so myself, for Shinomiya here.
Right. If Happy can slow the game down a little bit. Ooh, that was a nice attempt at bomb. But if Happy can slow the game down and just really focus on those punishes, no matter how big or small, eventually that percent will climb.
If he gets the chance.
Even now, it's the hill just gets steeper, and it probably doesn't help that steep hill that's now turning into a mountain also tends to move at Mach 87, so...
Yeah, for real. I think that, honestly, in retrospect, you would think that maybe Full Sail would have fared better. Ooh, that's like the guy with the bomb all game. I think that Full Sail would have fared better if they had thrown in Happy first as, the first Inkling player. He would have gotten a couple of stocks off of... wait, is he going to take the game? There it is.
Happy's gonna take it.
Let's go. Good job, Happy. So we have. So what I was actually going to say was I think they would have fared better if they had thrown in Happy first, because this was basically an even game. Great Value started off with 3 stocks. If they would have thrown in Happy first, maybe I don't know what the mindset would have been for both players, but he seems like he had a much better handle on Inkling, and he would have been able to at least take some stocks off of Great Value, and they wouldn't have been in such a pressured situation to not get their next 2 players ran through. You know what I'm saying?
I think Happy heard us saying that he's in an uphill battle, and he did not fold against the mountain. He just put what are the thing that Sherpas use for climbing mountains? Yeah, he put on those and just started hiking his way up that mountain, reaches the summit, bops Sonic right in the face, and he's like, you know what? I'm the Chad today.
What?
Looks like we have Majora sending next from University of Houston, and they seem to be a Joker player. Okay, we'll be getting our first Joker on stream here. Both teams seem to have Joker players, Juicebox being the representative from Full Sail Armada. Joker is a really nice kind of comeback type character because Arsene builds up so much faster when you're down. But, sending in Joker to clean up this little Inkling mess that U of H has going on, not the worst choice, just that Joker's Arsene is going to build a lot slower, and because of that, they might be winning a lot less neutral exchanges overall, and they have to keep continually losing until they eventually get Arsene, unless they're able to land a lot of Rebels guards. But otherwise, I think FSA's Inkling Happy here can try and capitalize Joker's extended weakened state and maybe even go for an entire stock. I think it's possible.
I just got a word that the ISU versus Giannata, is that how you pronounce it, match? That just concluded, and we're going to have, by the looks of it, ISU's going to take it 11-0.
And we have Georgia Tech versus University of Alabama Huntsville, and Georgia Tech takes that 7-0.
Nice. So we're saying a bit more. Which groups are they from? Let me check real quick. I believe they were from our 3 middle groups, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, we have another one. We have FSU versus Oklahoma. FSU taking the match 1-0. That one coming down.
An absolute nail biter. Oh my Lanta.
Stop it.
What?
Oh my.
Sorry, me and my Midwest lingo.
This is why we server you, Brian.
True. It's because I'm too powerful.
And then real quick before our game gets started, in our second match from UTD, we have versus DePaul University taking 15-0. What a surprise.
I wonder who that winning player was. I'm definitely curious to see. We've got quite a few killers on our team, so.
Oh man.
Robin player, Koi. Must have been Koi. Koi puts in mad work. Real proud of him. Good stuff.
Let's get into this next match. We've got Inkling versus Sheik. Sheik is such a cool character if you get to use them properly.
Sheik is so fun to play, but Sheik is also really hard to play.
Right. The reward that you kind of glean from putting in all this effort with Sheik is really been diluted a lot in this game. there's not a whole lot of damage output from Sheik. Despite all the neutral conversions that may be in Sheik's favor, they still have to work really hard to get those high percents and then also to kill. So playing Sheik is a weird disadvantage in and of itself, but still, Sheik can get some crazy momentum going, and that'll allow Sheik to.
That's how I feel about Captain Falcon. You have to work so hard to get the damage up, and then you still have to get the kill up.
Right. Okay, but we got Sheik chains up here, double up airs, and that's actually going to take it straight up. So for one, Majora decided to not opt for Joker, instead sticking to Sheik, which is a character that people have kind of paralleled a lot. People say, parts of Joker are kind of similar to Sheik, right? So it wouldn't be the most surprising. Yeah, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing if Sheik players ended up playing Joker. And now here we have the Joker player supposedly playing Sheik as their committed character for this crew battle because they're not able to change character. So Majora's going to be sticking to the Sheik here. Maybe they just really wanted to clean up the kill and didn't want to risk having to lose a stock with Joker. So they just stuck. They went in with Sheik, and let's see what they can do against Full Sail's next player.
So real quick, to answer your question from earlier, it was the Robin player from UTD.
Yes, it was. Looks like FSU Full Sail, is going to be sending an FSA. They're going to be sending Juicebox. So that'll be a Joker player. This could have been Joker Dittos, potentially. But we might be seeing the Sheik Joker.
You know what?
Full Sail.
They can't switch characters. So
down to their last player, Juicebox, the last bastion of hope for Full Sail. Can he carry this match and take out the last 3 players of Houston? Because if he can, that would be exactly my prediction would come true. The prophecy of Full Sail doing the upset on the last player would come true.
If Houston wins here, then my call would be perfectly correct because I did say 7 to 9 stocks Houston's favorite. So we'll see what happens.
One way or another, somebody at the casting booth is going to be correct here tonight.
Ooh, we're seeing a Terry. Oh man, one of my favorite characters to watch. I absolutely.
Not jab power dunk.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff Terry can do. That's just part of it.
That's like the staple of Terry in this game. Jab power.
I've played Terry a grand total of once, and I still don't get how he works.
He works in mysterious ways.
Watch out. Hopefully you can learn something here. Once Juicebox able to get that shield pressure going, there's the double down tilt grab. They could have also gone for a true input burn knuckle, and that would do some crazy shield damage, maybe even have broken it. I think Majora knows to kind of not let Terry get right up in your face and be wary of the kind of extended hitbox that Terry has a bit with his forward air. Ooh, nice. We're getting these rising tackle confirms. I really love to see that. Nice nair into burn knuckle cancel. In the air, we're catching ledge with power waves, going for that down tilt.
Another burn knuckle.
There's another burn knuckle. We see more down tilts at ledge. No, tries to go for a jump read. Misses the burn knuckle, drops down to ledge, is able to recover the stage. There's a
another burn knuckle.
Crack shoot. That's what the move's called. My bad.
Oh, what?
Crack shoot is the arc swing what he does with his feet. That's called crack shoot.
Yep.
Dude, what is it with Terry's moves having just all these crazy names? Fire knuckle, crack shoot,
Power dunk.
power dunk.
This is the beauty of fighting games. Ooh, that was an up smash right there. Straight up trading with that Sheik Nair. So we actually saw a lot of the neutral situations being in Majora's favor, but since Majora's playing Sheik, Terry didn't have to work that hard to bring all that damage back. Tries to go for a power geyser, almost gets it. Yeah, Terry also has really good damage output though. So in terms of just raw conversions, there's a forward tilt Buster Wolf. That's crazy damage. Since he's got Go on deck, Terry's able to utilize 2 more super powerful moves.
And that doesn't run out. He has to die in order for Feather to go out. That's crazy.
Right. There's the Buster Wolf that has armor on startup. Majora's almost dead here. Trying to catch with a down tilt ledge, then goes for Power Geyser. If he delayed it just a little bit, I think he would have gotten the kill. Still got the down burn knuckle for the kill. 136% of rage on Terry is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about playing Sheik against Terry, is that because Sheik has such a hard time getting the confirms that she needs to get the kills, you really have someone like Terry who you have to kill before 100%, or you're just going to be in a world of hurt.
I've, over the past 5 minutes, have heard like 10 new compound words come out of Combo's mouth, all of which are Terry moves.
Yes,
Buster Wolf, Power Geyser, Burn Knuckle. Oh my god. Bust.
How is it?
Oh, and there's the
There's
up
the up
smash.
smash, and there it is. That'll take it. Wow, great stuff to Juicebox there for keeping Full Sail hanging in there. Looks like my prediction will not come to pass. Houston's going to have less stocks if they take this, or this could be a potential Full Sail comeback because Terry is a character that can do it. Terry is a character that can lay the smackdown, put on a bunch of shield pressure, a bunch of damage, and grab those kills. Not too difficult for Terry to do. So you know what? 2 more players of University of Houston that Terry may have to blow through. May not be impossible.
If he can save one, let alone 2 stocks from this next game, if he can somehow pull up a 3 stock on one of these Houston players, he would actually be in a really good standing for making a comeback here.
2 stocks versus 2 players. This is going to be a really fun matchup to watch.
Okay, real quick, we have another match result update. We have Oakland University versus Campbellsville University. Oakland taking the win 6-0, so 2 whole characters over them. The MVP for Oakland being Broly with 6 stocks taken, and the MVP for Campbellsville being Pokey SSV, which is with 3 stocks taken. So let's see who we're gonna have next coming into this match. Looks like we're gonna have Fizzle coming in, and they're going to Final Destination.
Fizzle's also, it's not someone we have much information on. Potential random player, potentially, a large slew of characters. So we'll see who comes in.
Man, that was a nice Terry. Honestly, that's probably, I don't watch a lot of competitive Smash like in my free time, so I haven't seen like a lot of high tier Terry. But that's probably the best Terry I've seen thus far, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you should check out UTD's Terry Fox.
No.
He's done crazy damage. He's taken out teams by himself. He's done everything you can think of, and he's an incredible Terry. Absolutely incredible Terry.
Oh man, I think I started trying to play Terry around the time when he came out because I love Shadow characters. I mean, Ken is probably my favorite of the 3, but I was like, why not try out Terry? And I think the thing that I decided, along with what a lot of other people decided, I felt like Terry's too easy. Shadow characters having the auto turnaround function in the game, and then Terry specifically being able to build up damage and having go mode the way that he does. I think that it felt too easy to play in a sense. I like every interval of skill, like playing against people of your skill level feels almost too unrewarding to play as Terry.
Ooh, I see. Yeah, a big distinction between him and the Street Fighter character is that he doesn't have the light medium system. It goes back to the roots of what the game's originally were. Street Fighter is a 6-button fighter, while Fatal Fury is only a 4-button fighter. So that kind of the light, medium, heavy system doesn't really apply to Fatal Fury King of Fighters. It's just kind of a light, heavy kind of thing. So with Ryu and Ken, you got to watch out a lot more about how long you hold your button presses. That's like an important kind of mechanical skill decision that's really hard for a lot of people to grasp, that Terry just doesn't have to worry about at all.
High energy, move that. What?
All right, looks like Fizzle is coming out with a Yoshi here.
Oh man, I have seen some oppressive Yoshi play before in my life.
Ooh, yeah, Yoshi's a scary character to fight.
Dude, all I remember, Master Strat with Yoshi, right? You're playing with the boys, sit by a ledge, hope for someone to come around, eat them, and throw them off the edge in an egg. Horns every time. What a Master Strat.
Oh yeah.
Yoshi has armor on his second jump, which is absolutely ridiculous. You get so much pressure just by pressing jump.
Right.
Not that hard.
It's a bit of a commitment. Right,
Juice
so
box
as we just saw, Juicebox would have punished that double jump with the forward smash and take that stock.
Yeah, that's true.
Juicebox not even caring about that armor is just like, you know what? We're already a minute in. That's too long for you to have 3 stocks.
He's like, we need to take some of those down real quick. Hold on.
All right, more down tilts at ledge. There's a power wave.
He's doing really good job of keeping up pressure on Yoshi, which is actually the opposite of what I thought I was going to be seeing. Yoshi usually has a lot of pressure on people's shield, especially with the down air and his what I like to call the noggin jogging, his forward air. Oh, and
Another kill coming out of Juicebox while Fizzle hasn't even taken a stock.
There's a double down tilt, trying to go for the jab, but Fizzle's able to jump out of that with the armor. I can see the crazy damage combos that Juicebox is trying to go for here. Now he's got Go on deck. Are we going to be seeing some Buster Wolf confirms? I bet we are.
Oh man, this is going to be a close one.
There's a power geyser, sends him straight up, 80% here on Fizzle. Can Juicebox bring this? There's a whiffed Buster Wolf at ledge, no punish. Ooh, gets grabbed. It's going to be a back throw. What's the offstage option going to be here? Fizzo's going to be trying to look to catch the rising tackle. Doesn't get any. Conversion. There's a Blockbuster Wolf.
He almost snatched his life away. Oh my.
Okay, there's a burnt knuckle and then a rising tackle. He's able to recover. Ooh, nice nair. One of Yoshi's really fast options is nair. So that's
he's not gonna make. He's gonna lose one of those stocks. Okay, this is gonna be really tough for him.
Juicebox really hoping he can keep that stock, but he knows he's got to give it up for the purpose of just being able to continue the match.
There
it is.
Give him a third bird knuckle, and Juicebox taking
Gonna go down. One more person, one more stock. It all comes down to this, and this has been an amazing match. I don't care who wins, what happens. Both of these teams have just put on an absolute.
I am here for the comeback. I'm telling you. So let's see. I think they have like 3 extra people that they can play here. So I don't know who they're sending out. I didn't look at the full roster, but I know that the captain Noxel is still left. He's the Shulk player. So let me look at the chat real quick and see who they are sending in. Okay, so they're sending in Drago, who is arguably the Mario player.
Mm-hmm.
So, or at least he's the one who's played Mario so far in this circuit. So honestly, I'm excited to see this. Honestly, I've had so much trouble playing against Terry as Mario. It's absolutely ridiculous. I think that Mario, the reason I stopped playing Mario and started playing Dr. Mario is Mario, besides the couple of combos that he has, I guess I can't really do them. So maybe that's why I have such trouble. But I feel like he's another person who has trouble with finishing off kills.
Yeah.
I think that because, he's not a person that has a lot of really hard confirms, it's hard to finish people off. And with a person like Terry, it's so hard to deal with, in my opinion. But that could just be me being inexperienced.
Mario can still go pushing for the up smashes, but otherwise, I kind of see what you're saying. There's not quite the kill confirms that he had like in the Days of Smash 4th Edition Battlefield. Go ahead, Brian.
I thought you were gonna say you picked Dr. Mario over Mario because Dr. Mario's got a PhD.
And ass kicking, yes, he does. Dr. Mario, I feel, is a lot stronger. He's a lot. He has down throw to down B confirms. He's a lot. All of his smash attacks are stronger, and that's kind of what I was looking for. I can get really good reads on smash attacks, but it's really hard for me personally to get the confirms. Just off of like situational type of things. But let's see who he brings out here. He just hopped in the lobby. Let's see who he's gonna bring out here. I think that if he brings out Mario, it might be a little bit more difficult. But let's see if he has someone else in his back pocket to deal with the Terry. Keep in mind, this Terry only has 1 stock. So
right, Drago is just gonna have to do enough to take only 1 stock. Doesn't have to worry about an entire 3 stocks of Terry to deal with. So we got the color swap on the Terry as well.
Yeah, the yellow.
the golden boy. Let's go.
He's going super Terry mode. He's like, I've got to power up, pull out the yellow skin, and let me tell you, I'm all for it. He's going.
Is he starting? Yeah, he went straight for a correction. I don't know if he was starting, but I think
no, he's not starting. He does that. He's whiffing at them on purpose. It looks like.
Okay, got it. Good to know. All right, and it looks like the taunt to signify the beginning of the end here. No matter what, once this match is over, either Houston or Full Sail walk away as the victor. A lot of eyes here on Full Sail concerning the incredible comeback that Juicebox would have put on if the victory does end up winning the Full Sail. But Houston's not too far from clutching this out as their own. So we'll just have to kind of witness what's going on here. So far, Drago's been able to put the big damage up on Juicebox. Juicebox already at 95% and counting. And there's
he's gonna take it out.
Fast end. Oh my Lanta.
That was less than 45 seconds. Oh my god.
Ooh, Drago was like, all right, Juicebox, you can have your hype, you can have your momentum. Why don't you take a seat down in the blast zone?
He said, you're not even going to get the chance to take this back. Oh my.
And man really just said, 1-minute matches, kind of cringe.
Yeah, that was one big fat no to everything Juicebox had worked up to until that point. Wow.
But
what a decisive victory for University of Houston towards the end, but it was looking shaky before that. Massive shout outs to Juicebox there for putting on a show for all of us to watch and witness and get hype about. And also great stuff to Houston for, of course, closing this out. They still played wonderfully well. Great value, especially taking a ton of stocks. So both teams.
He got seven or eight stocks, I think. Great value did. So that's actually really high. So I think we had a good showing. Two definite MVPs from both teams.
This one definitely came down to the wire.
And that was a good one. It was close.
Right. The end was quite decisive. But yeah, otherwise, that was pretty back and forth. And seeing Jukebox trying to almost make that comeback, ramping up towards it, building up towards it, that was pretty exciting. I think that paints a really incredible storyline here. We have Full Sail as this underdog, and starting off there had a bit of a lead, and then Houston brings it all the way back. They have great value, punch a massive hole through Full Sail Armada, but then Happy was able to kind of finally eventually get rid of great value, and then that's when Jukebox kind of comes in after Happy's demise and starts tearing through University of Houston. But Houston's still able to close it out with a wonderful string at the end there from Drago. So good stuff to both teams at the end of the day.
Overall,
wonderful showing from both teams.
Absolutely.
I don't believe in the slightest that 0-3 does a good job of saying what kind of team Full Sail actually is, because from what we just saw, I think there is a lot of potential in Full Sail, in the fact that I think they could very easily turn this season around. Because from what we just saw, they have a lot of comeback potential, a lot of clutch potential, and I think overall, if they just work at it, they just kind of not get bogged down, work on the mental, I think overall they could really turn this season around and have a really good shot at being higher in the standings.
Absolutely.
To be honest, what I was saying earlier, I think honestly, they had sent in Happy before. I can't remember who's the other Inkling player, Zuki, I believe. If they had sent in Happy first and he took out great value the way that he did, I think Full Sail takes that match.
Ooh. Well, we didn't see the full capabilities of what Drago could have provided to the end.
You're right. I just think that they would have had a much better. They would have been in a much better standing.
Absolutely,
they would have arguably had an entire player left and not kind of been with their backs pushed to the wall, like they were.
True. I will have to agree. That is a good point. Yeah, we'll definitely give a lot more credit, but that is what it is.
Nonetheless, it gave for a really good show, really hype. Last stand out here from Juicebox.
Definitely.
Right, so I'm trying to get an interview here with one of the players, seeing who they're gonna send in. But keep in mind, up next we will have Winthrop University versus Brown University. They've already played once, so we're gonna see if we have some similar results coming out or if we get something different. Okay, and it looks like we're gonna be getting great value in here for the interview. So give me 1 second. But what are you guys thinking? If you had to pick one character that you wish you would have seen throughout that match, who do you think?
Oh,
Joker.
Toon Link.
I think Joker being highlighted as a potential character on both teams, and then not coming out from either side is definitely a curveball. Considering Joker is a very strong, solid pick. Definitely one of those top tier characters that's very much played at the highest level of competitive Smash, and I'll be interested to see how these players could have also utilized Joker. I especially think that Joker's cool because of the comeback mechanic that's altered because of the way crew battles work. So I think it would have been neat, but otherwise it's fine.
I am bringing in our victor here. Give me 1 second, and here we are. This is great value we've got with us. Can you? Oh, I have to unmute him. Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you just fine. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. We had a little rough patch there, but we pulled it out.
That one was a nail
Sure.
biter.
It was close.
Yeah, it was a little
For
close.
sure. How are you feeling after getting 2 straight 3 stocks? I'm sure that was exciting.
Well, it's just a lot of practice. We all practice together. We're all friends here, and we just encourage each other. And once we got the first stock, we're just saying, it's a new game. Just keep a new mindset, keep a new attitude. Don't think about the other ones. Just keep your head straight, and you got this.
So that's a very positive and solid mindset to keep yourself together. I guess because both Happy and Zuki played Inkling. Well, I guess did you notice any differences in how they played? I guess why did the match turn out so differently?
Yeah, the Inkling Sonic matchup is not in favor of Sonic. The Inkling Discord says that it's +2 for Inkling. Side B is the main issue. It's hard to play around for Sonic, but yeah, that was just the main thing, just side B.
I think all 3 kills that Happy got on you were from burying you with side B and then an up smash. So yeah, I think that was one of the things I was thinking would be a problem. But your Sonic is really good. You have a really good way of, I guess, getting around a lot of the pressure that they have. If they read you, it felt like you kind of had to eat that. But overall, you did a really good job, I think, of playing around that the best you could.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So what's you guys' record now? Was that 3-0 right now?
Yeah, we haven't lost one. But we're oh, sorry.
I was gonna say what's your next match, that's all.
Our next match is against Southwest Oklahoma. We don't think about the record. We always assume we're 0-0, just like in football, after the first half, the score is 0-0. Just keep a good mindset, don't let it get to you, don't get cocky.
Understood. Pretty solid thinking that you guys have over there, and it shows.
Yeah,
well,
thank you.
congratulations on your victory, and I wish you luck in your next match.
Thank you. I wish you guys the best.
Awesome.
All right. See you later, guys. Bye.
All right, and now that we are moving on to our next match, Winthrop versus Brown, we are going to head to a commercial real quick and then get things set up. So I'm going to be heading out actually. So a person named Luke will be taking my spot, another rec readiness intern. This is Jahi, aka Irony, and I'm still joined by
Combo
and BSRK.
And I will see you guys later. Thank you for coming out and showing your support. Make sure if you haven't already to follow, subscribe if you're feeling it, whatever the case may be. And thank you guys again.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Jahi, and we'll catch you later.
Make sure if you haven't already to follow,
Haha! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back and I have a face now.
Welcome back, everybody. We'll be continuing our matches here for tonight. So now we do have Brian. Now he's visible. He was just a floating voice before.
I am tangible.
There he is. And now we have a different floating voice instead. So, Luke, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Luke. I'm also an intern here at Recreation Readiness, and my tag's Mac. So glad to be here, and I'm excited for this match.
Awesome, yeah. And for guys, if you don't know me, I'm Combo, and not Rec Readiness intern, but I'm happy to be working with Rec Readiness here to provide this incredible broadcast to all you guys. So I hope you're all having a great time. Getting to our next match here, we have Winthrop University versus Brown University. Let's see how far along they are in the process.
The Wii Fit Trainer versus the Palutena.
I love the Wii Fit Trainer.
Dude,
Wii Fit Trainer has
been so fun to play.
With the patch last night, Wii Fit Trainer is an absolutely monster of a character. Now we're predicting like top tier type stuff. Like there's some crazy things that Wii Fit Trainer could do here. So I'm hoping we can see some of that craziness tonight. But
didn't they nerf Palutena's range on some of her attacks as well?
Yep, and they gave her more lag on some of the stuff too, I think, and less of a window for her armored parts were removed, like her dash attack and back air, if I'm not mistaken. Don't 100% quote me on that though, I might be wrong.
Wii Fit Trainer's coming out to an early lead here. Gets a grab and just hawks up Palutena. Comboing.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty rough battle for the Palutena, as those we're finally starting to see how those nerfs are affecting it. Not able to get the hits that she would like to, but the Wii Fit Trainer is looking like she's having a pretty good time. Buff's treating her really well, and we've already got Palutena up to 108%. Wii Fit Trainer just gonna heal right back up. Gonna try and hit her with the power of the sun there. If only my workout instructor can harness the power of the sun, that would be cool.
Would be nice to be just as ripped as Wii Fit Trainer. There's a Nair. Nice get off me option from Palutena. Catch with the multi-hit up air. Dangerous spot for Wii Fit Trainer to be, especially since Palutena does have 1.4% of rage on her. There's Explosive Flame. Catch with a dash attack, still keeping him vertically up high in the air. There's a Nair off stage, doesn't quite get the final hit. They're both able to recover. Catch with the back air at ledge, and Palutena is able to bring that all the way back.
Turn of events, it was really looking dangerous for Palutena for the longest time there, but she was able to bring it back and take out the Wii Fit Trainer for the first stock. And she's looking like she's going to be able to get a pretty good amount of hits in before the Wii Fit Trainer actually ties it up.
Yeah, Palutena looking like she has full control over the map right now, just making work with the Wii Fit Trainer, very comfortable at this high percentage, and blinking back and forth. But Wii Fit Trainer connects and tosses Palutena off stage, gets some heal back, and is just going back and forth between the two at the center, and a spike from Wii Fit Trainer.
There it is, tied up.
Then that'll take it. But now 60.8% behind. Palutena does quite a lead here. Off stage right here is where Palutena likes to keep their opponents. Catching jumps with back air, as we saw with that the first stock, is some crazy stuff that Palutena can take stocks ridiculously early that way. Not to mention up smash as well. So Palutena's definitely got options. There's the Nair.
Absolutely just dominating. And here we are where Palutena likes to be, right at the ledge of the map here. But she's going to give it up, or is she? Going to try and juke her in, but it doesn't work, and she's able to come back in pretty easily.
Right, that was a good soccer ball from the Wii Fit Trainer to keep the Palutena away from the ledge and not allowing her to get her setup distance the way she'd wanted to. So good stuff there. Right here, we see the soccer ball again. Now we saw Palutena kind of jump over, play around it a little bit. Nice Explosive Flame to catch the option on returning to stage. That was really well placed. Good forward tilt to beat the soccer ball as well. Back airing on shield, gonna get punished with a back air in response from Wii Fit Trainer. There is a soccer ball, up B back to stage. Tries to get a fair, there's a back air in conversion after that. Forward to off stage. What's Wii Fit gonna do here? Rising up air, doesn't get the final hit. So Wii Fit stays on the ground. Jab 1, 2, and 3.
Wii Fit Trainer really closing the gap now. It used to be a 60-point lead, but now we see this percentage slowly getting closed in. Not so slowly anymore. It's only a 6% difference now, both at 2 stocks. And now Wii Fit Trainer gonna take the lead, putting it at 2-1.
That was an up B ledge cancel counter, which is really cool. But the counter whiffed. And that was a really strong punish from the Wii Fit Trainer. Fully charged neutral beam. Power of the Sun is nothing to scoff at.
And now it's about if Wii Fit Trainer can take out this last stock without, nope, even to 1-1.
That was a whiffed forward smash and grab back throw and punish at ledge. That DI was a little funky too, and they were sent straight horizontally into the blast zone.
Palutena catching up on percent right now, holding the center and just poking off the Wii Fit trainer, juggling him in the air.
Very even out. Only a 1% difference, but Wii Fit trainer says otherwise. Heals up a little bit while also putting Palutena at 71%. Just trying to get the gap as wide as possible since it is last stock territory.
Right, which school is going to walk away with the first ever lead in the set? It all comes down to this stock.
Palutena back on stage. Wii Fit trainer hits two, hits the combo and hits the soccer ball.
And there it is. What a shot.
That was a well-timed soccer ball after the, I believe it was a down air spike into stage into a dash attack, but I may be off on the sequence of moves towards the end. Nonetheless, a dash attack sent them flying straight off, and the soccer ball at the perfect angle to get rid of that Palutena. And Winthrop takes the very first lead.
Gotta feel good about that soccer ball, though. Exactly what you needed.
Let's put a name to this Wii Fit trainer. This is Wookie. So good stuff to Wookie here. And the Palutena was Armadio, I believe.
Ah.
So Wookie will be coming back, and I'm curious about who they're going to bring in to counter it.
I don't know what you say, man. Just bringing the Toon Link. Let me tell you, works wonders. All I play.
Little Mac. I know it's never going to happen, but I want to see that character.
Oh, Little Mac is so fun to play. And then you feed.
The party game special. It's not great in 1v1s though.
Little Mac for when you want to make life suck for one person out of 5.
We'll see who Brown decides to send in next.
Brown trying their best to see what will counter this Wii Fit trainer. They do have to take into consideration though that they only have to take out one stock and then it'll be evened up. But it'll be really good. It'll be super good if if whoever played Wii Fit, it says one name on the name tag and then there's another name somewhere else. It's so hard to tell, but
it's Wookie.
Wookie?
Yep.
If Wookie can take out any amount of stocks on their next opponent, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, they might be sending in Moon, who is a Pokemon trainer player, assuming that Moon is the one playing on Moon's setup. Just for a bit of history also, Winthrop and Brown have already played before in this circuit, and Winthrop walked away over Brown Esports 7-0. So as of now, what we're seeing right now, this current lead that Winthrop have is consistent with what we've seen before. But that doesn't mean that Brown can't bring this one back. I'm sure Brown is out looking for revenge. Okay, looks like Moon is not playing Pokemon Trainer. They might be playing Game & Watch here instead.
Whip out the Mr. Game & Watch. I'm all for it.
3, 2, 1, go! Game & Watch is always a very enjoyable one to watch.
Wookie, gonna feed the 2 stocks.
Even it up to...
And now the taunt can start.
Yeah, and there it is. So Game & Watch is also a character that's risen to prevalence in this game especially as like a higher tier character. Game & Watch is a character that you didn't see a whole lot of in Smash 4. He had his players in Smash 4, he has players in Melee and Brawl too. But now I think we see a lot more rising prevalence of Game & Watch at the highest tier of gameplay. And that definitely means that there's something you have to worry about, something you have to fear. You're going to be seeing a lot of up Bs, a lot of fairs, and that's just kind of Game & Watch's game plan here. Up smash is also really great, being vulnerability. But so far, it's been a lot of back and forth, a lot of trading blows here and there. Wii Fit having the crazy damage output with deep breathing and the slight healing too, allowing them to keep that slightly lower percent that we currently see. But not any impossible situation for Moon to come back from. Ooh, Wookie tried committing to a forward smash read. There's going to clash with the fair put out from Moon. See what Moon's option to be up close. Takes a shielded forward tilt and then dashes back. That's a really small shield. It's going to get shield poked by a back air. Almost twice the percent of Moon here.
Deflect coming out of Game & Watch, but it's not going to matter as Wii Fit's got a pretty good lead right now. 101-73, but Game & Watch is looking to try and close that gap. and Moon gonna do it very effectively. Already 92 now, up to 100, only a 1% difference. And now they're just having a ledge battle here.
What's
Double
the
juggle
BKB?
off the stage, and Wii Fit Trainer looking to get hit off the stage, trying to recover. Game & Watch trying to hold Wii Fit off the map.
An important thing about this matchup is Wii Fit's energy-based projectile with her neutral beam, and Game & Watch's down B bucket, allowing to absorb and preserve that. And throw out a bunch of oil for a crazy, devastating attack that can kill ridiculously early if fully charged.
Oh no, there it is!
There it is.
Stuck in the
down
ground.
smash. Yep, the down smash grounding into the forward smash confirmed. Looks like Brown is going to be able to walk away without losing any stocks here. And now we're back to even. 12 sorry, Winthrop. Right, yeah.
Back to an even stock. 4 men each side.
Should be
Brown
exciting.
not looking to give this up yet.
Quick result update. We have D Brown winning 5-0 over Aquinas. I believe how you pronounce that.
Aquinas?
Aquinas. Oh, there it is.
You think all personal trainers can harness the power of the sun?
You
I feel
know,
like
I'll have to ask my mom that.
I don't know. But I think the hula hoops are accurate.
Yep.
Soccer ball.
Oh yeah, hula hoops. Everyone knows. It's all debunked. Hula hoops allow flight. Everyone knows that. It's like common knowledge.
Yeah,
You get 3 of them together.
You start spinning them fast enough, and they actually propel you.
You know, the Wright brothers, all the way back in the day, it all started with a hula hoop. That's how they built their plane. They're like, it's where the rotation comes from, right? It's all hula hoops.
This is what history class won't teach you.
This is what schools don't want you to learn.
The facts.
It's all been a lie. How do you think Elon's getting us to space? He's just getting a lot of hula hoops together.
And really big ones, too.
Really big hula hoops. Like, we're talking at least a diameter of a mile.
That's a big hula hoop.
Very big hula hoop. Imagine how many people that takes to operate. Imagine one guy operating a mile-long hula hoop. What a legend.
That man would be very powerful.
He'd have good abs, maybe good waist muscles.
You'd have to. And some very strong legs.
Oh,
All
yeah.
of that momentum.
But as we're talking about the dynamics of hula hooping, Winthrop trying to decide who is coming in next.
So I'm gonna toss it back to Combo here. What type of character would you bring in against the Game & Watch? What suits well in that matchup?
So a really obnoxious thing that Game & Watch can do is up B out of shield, right? Whether that up B hits or not is basically irrelevant. He's going to be safe, and he's going to try to come at you with a down air, right? Or maybe he'll stay in the air and he'll mix things up too. Maybe nair, maybe fair, whatever, right? The point is, he ends up pretty much vertically, like in this, I don't know, small 30-degree cone, just kind of right above you, right? And a lot of characters don't do like super well with that. Not to mention Game & Watch's pretty good aerial drift. Right, his aerial momentum can kind of shift around left or right a lot, which again can be really annoying and obnoxious. So I would think a character that can like handle hitting up above them in the air pretty well would do nice, but also has like solid frame data up close. Because Game & Watch can do some really annoying things up close as well, right? You don't want to get hit by a random side B that might end up being a 9, and that'll like absolutely destroy you, right? Your stock is gone. Otherwise, you don't want to be getting hit by a down smash, ground into a forward smash, don't want to be getting raw forward smash, don't want to deal with that up smash with invulnerability. So generally someone that's fast that can also hit above. So I'm feeling like looking at the roster right now, I think a Falco could work. I also think a Bayonetta could work. So that would be Major Dachi. I think both of those could. I think Bayonetta might be a bit more of a risk, but I don't know. I'd probably send the Falco. I think if I was having to choose someone to send in, I would probably send in Falco here.
Well, you heard it here. Falco or Bayonetta. Let's see if that prediction rings true. It looks like Luna F is selecting right now, so we should be getting into the match fairly soon here. What are your predictions for this stock, Brian?
My prediction for this stock, I'm
Or this-
thinking. I guess it all depends on who Luna F picks.
I believe they said there's 2 players that are playing on that same setup. I'm trying to catch the name of the other player. Give me 1 second. It's Dachi. So potentially that could be the Bayonetta, assuming they play the character that's listed on our document here. That could be Bayonetta.
Bayonetta versus Game & Watch matchup.
Yeah.
I am very Falco.
We're getting the Falco. Okay, that's crazy. So the other
Spot
player
on.
on the setup is supposed to be Dachi, but the Falco player on the roster is supposed to be Mage. So, oh well, whatever happens, happens. We still got the Falco that I was calling out. So let's see what happens here.
Spot on prediction, and we're playing on the Persona map.
I will say, Persona. I wish we were able to hear the game while casting, dude. Persona's got such a good soundtrack.
Agreed. Turn on the lo-fi Persona beats. Study. Great time.
Very.
Quick correction, turns out that Mage is the one that's on, and my information that I was looking at before is simply wrong. So sorry about that. Mage is in here. And we're seeing the Falco put in work. Falco's got a lot of air mobility as well, so I think that's really good at matching kind of Game & Watch's going up with up B after any sort of negative interaction that Game & Watch likes to go for. And on top of that, Falco's got a decent amount of multi-hits and can hit above him fairly well. So all this coupled together, I think, puts Falco in a very advantageous position against Game & Watch. I think it's coming in doing well right here.
That's starting to show as we've already got Mage at such an advantage. And it's really hard. It's getting really hard for Moon to close this gap. As you see, he's just playing so fast and giving Moon almost no time to breathe.
Mage has been Mage has been spacing quite well and using his shine to keep Moon far away from him. Just landing down smash after down air and, keeping the pace of the match high. And he's keeping Game & Watch off the map right now. Game & Watch back on, trying to get back in the center, get his position, slow down the game a little bit, but Falco is not letting up on this pressure. He's just going in, back and forth, using his shield to pressure him. And Game & Watch is running out of shield right now. Connects.
Yeah, Moon was constantly going for those up-close grabs, but by the time the grab was coming out, Mage was already gone. Nice snipe there with the laser and getting rid of a Moon stock there. Not sure if Moon even attempted to go for an up B. That could have potentially been an SD, which is very unfortunate. Another thing to note about this matchup is that Falco is also a pretty combo-heavy character, and his links generally, they're kind of tight, especially on a character like Game & Watch, who is lighter and smaller. So that makes Falco's combos that much harder to do, and that makes this kind of victory that we're seeing here that much more impressive.
Yeah, and like you said, he's just getting above him, down airing, and continuing to rack on that percentage with this third stock. But it seems like Game & Watch's Moon is getting him off the stage. But
Moon trying to even it up, trying to put us at a 2-2, but not unless Mage has anything to say about it. He wants to make it a challenge for Moon.
Yeah, Mage looking really nice with these combos. Every time Moon gets a little bit of momentum, Mage just comes back and just, turns the table on him, keeps adding percentage, and it's already down to almost 35.
There's the up smash.
Ooh!
Are we gonna see another stock get taken off Moon?
Oh!
We are putting it 1-3. Mage really not wanting to lose a stock this match.
Mage
And
ran
there's
out
the
of
down
time.
smash. It's going to
Nice
kill off the
answer.
top.
But Moon is gonna say, too bad, buddy. You are losing a stock, and I am going to make sure of it.
Let's see if Moon can answer another one, but looks like Mage is off to a pretty rough start, trying to get back on the ground. Both players fighting for center control.
Here's the up
Mage
throw. Nice
comboing.
combo.
Ooh!
Yep. That's the Falco special. Especially on Battlefield, which is a stage that Falco loves to play on.
Another grab into an
Mage
up air.
Mage just getting
running.
every combo necessary off. It's going to be a tough time, but that's going to be a oil spill coming out of Moon, and it's going to hit. But he's going to need to do a lot more than that if he wants to close this gap between him and Mage.
Both players are in kill range right now. Nice grab by Mage. Has him in the air. Moon's off the stage. What can Mage do with this? Looks like both players are separated. Mage goes back in.
Hits him with a side B, but doesn't get the back air conversion for the kill. What's the ledge option? Tries to approach with back air. Blocks the down smash and then just opts to jump away. Doesn't want to risk any punishes. Ooh, there's a random up B. getting caught at ledge with the down smash. There's a back air, sends him off stage.
Moon trying to get as many stocks out as he can, because at this point he knows he's probably going to lose this matchup, but he wants to get another stock out of Mage before that happens.
Clean grab.
Tries to kind of read the side B with an up smash, but Mage opts the side B to the platform. The up smash doesn't reach.
This match is incredibly tense right now. Both players on a knife's edge. Luna caught twice, or Mage caught twice. Moon is holding down the center. Mage back on the ground. Both players very even.
Despite the one stock difference,
And there it is.
that'll be a kill move. There it is.
Moon
Down to is a kill
not
move.
gonna get that second stock, meaning that Mage has a pretty good shot for taking it through another match. Only a 1 stock different in his next match.
And we see Winthrop coming back out with another lead.
Right.
Brown looking to be denied their vengeance. Winthrop really wanting to keep this high ground over Brown, and they're looking at it's apparent they've come to play.
So now that we have Falco locked in, and we're back to the drawing board for Brown. Where do we go from here?
Let's see what we're looking at. How do we beat Falco? At least they get the stage counter pick for Brown's side, which is good, because playing against Falco on Battlefield is devastating. As we saw, those grab, up throw, up air links leaves him at the top platform where then he can go for an up tilt and then a back air. And I think we got it like 60% or something like that. Something ridiculous. And that's what Battlefield allows Falco to do. So at least Brown doesn't have to worry about Battlefield anymore, because now the stage counter pick is in their hands. Beyond that, let's see what we're looking at. I don't know. I'm looking at I guess it would, from what I can see that's left, I think a Pokemon trainer. I really don't think a slow character or like a bigger character would do well against Falco. Maybe one with like disjoint. So I think either Lucina or Pokemon trainer is probably the way to go. I think Byleth is just a little bit too slow and doesn't have enough like pressurizing hitboxes all around at a lot, right? Byleth's a lot better at spacing, like hitting those like certain spaces, but Lucina having the consistent blade can hit kind of throughout that range, and I think that puts Lucina in a much better position. Pokemon trainer's got Squirtle to kind of deal with Falco's speed and combos, and the Ivysaur can pick up kills relatively quickly, and Charizard's there for whatever Charizard reason you might need one way or the other. But I'm feeling Lucina or Pokemon trainer here.
I think they run the Lucina. It's looking to be the best option against the Falco, especially with how Mage plays him.
Right. Okay, so it looks like we're getting Stinzy, and that's going to be the K. Rool player. And that was a character I was not expecting.
King K.
Maybe
Rool.
Stinzy's playing someone else. Did we see that?
Nope,
That's a K.
that's
Rool.
King K. Rool.
That's the K Rule, baby.
Okay. I think this is quite a risk, but it could have been a calculated one. We'll see what happens here.
This is either going to be an absolute feed or an absolute flex.
You know, you always love to see the King K. Rool. The big boy, big damage. You know, very, very interesting character.
It's
You got
paying
the
off.
blunderbuss, you got the down throw. Here's the thing, though. Here's the combo swings you don't want to be getting hit by because you're K. Rool, but that's exactly what happened.
That is
the problem.
that's absolutely phenomenal. Match hasn't even been up for 1 minute, and Mage has already tied it up, taking the K Rule out.
This is what's going to
Mage is
happen.
just
K Rule just already
running
regretting their
trains.
decision.
This Falco is just manhandling King K. Rool. So slow he can't react to the Falcon's constant combos and pressure. You know, this is a masterclass over here by Mage right now, and
There's the less
already.
The only time you will see a bird win against a crocodile, ladies and gentlemen, nature is going in reverse with this match.
And another combo is being started, thrown up in the air, tossed to the side, nice shine, into a second combo and already off the map. This is looking to be a 3-0 for Mage if he keeps this up.
Yeah, the only thing missing here is a downer spike. And, he almost had it. but it was
Saved by an inch of ledge.
Commentator's
Mage.
curse right there.
Mage really just wanting to shut this one out, giving him no breathing room whatsoever.
Is that a wave dash? I think we just saw a wave dash happen in Ultimate.
Oh my!
And there it is.
No, this is just standard Falco running a train over your big fat heavies. That's really what I wanted to avoid seeing. I was hoping Brown was not going to go for that, but we clearly saw it pay off. Just as I had said, I didn't even consider KO to be an option because I just didn't think that would be any sort of logical conclusion to reach this point. But here we are.
No, and Mage showed us why that is not a logical conclusion. That was a masterclass in speed versus brawn, and whew, that was fun to watch.
Right, yeah. It's definitely fun to see Falco combos go all over the place. Ooh.
So
Man, really just got to freestyle his combos right there.
That leaves Brown with only 2 more players having to take down 3 full players and 2 stocks from this Falco left on Winthrop.
Will this next player be the one to take Mage's Falco out?
I mean, this man's feeling hot right now. He's taken 5 stocks already. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go off in the next game.
Hey man, birds are scary.
I think it's been 6, right?
6?
I think.
Because the game, yeah. Well, because he did the Game & Watch first.
And was that not all the stocks in the Game & Watch?
Oh, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's.
It looks like we'll be getting the Pokemon Trainer next, by the way. At least the Pokemon Trainer player. But I think the Pokemon Trainer pick is not a bad one. I think this is definitely a lot more doable. There it is. There it is. I really think they should have done this before they sent in the K rule, but it is what it is. We got to the point eventually. So now it's time to see what work Squirtle and Ivysaur can put in.
He chose the red on black hat. Nice drip. I like it.
We get our 1 SD from Mage, and then we'll go
What is
started.
the Pokemon trainer's name?
It's designed primarily after Red, but like because of the way multiverse stuff works, I don't actually know if their name is Red.
But Pokemon, yes, the multiverse theory of Pokemon.
Oh, it's not a theory; it's canon.
Oh yeah, I forget they canonized the multiverse in Sun and Moon.
Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, actually, but yeah.
Pokemon's plot. I remember back when it was just Team Rocket bad, get 8 badges, life is good.
Yeah, the good days. But as we see, Mage once again feeling himself at the start of this match, but Pokemon Trainer evening it up. Another combo, grab, up smash, woof, into an air. Oh,
yeah,
which is the
that thing is
Venusaur.
switched. So when you actually switch with Pokemon Trainer, your aerial momentum gets shifted a little bit. So that actually put him at the perfect position for Falco to be able to do that. I don't think if he continued falling without switching, Falco would be able to hit that. So that was an interesting tactical decision from ESE, and Mage was able to really capitalize off that and take that stock.
But right now we have the switch to the Ivysaur because Pokemon Trainer's probably looking for the kill here, but doesn't seem to be able to find it as Falco is just following his absolute tail.
So
but he's gonna make a
up B and it went through the stage instead of actually hitting ledge like it was supposed to. So the player was forced to switch to Charizard to recover. That was
a godly Charizard switch. I wouldn't have thought of that.
There it is. Mage gets another kill confirm.
This is the last stock for the Pokemon Trainer. He's going to have to look to take another stock off of Mage here.
Somebody's gotta. Mage is just holding out hard right now, and I can't believe it. The man is just running a...
The downer spike from Ivysaur. Ivysaur's got quite a few kill confirms. They just have to kind of get in position to go off on it. I think now a lower percent, the smart decision would definitely be Squirtle. Lighter, smaller, doesn't get comboed as easily, is able to combo a lot in return. But as we see them sticking to Ivysaur, they're taking a lot of damage here. Which is, standard of the par kind of against Falco. That was a hard forward smash read. Goes for a Leaf Blade, I believe. No, Razor. That's what and whiffs and grabs. Now it's combo on.
There it is.
That's going to
nasty.
This man absolutely running and just steamrolling through Brown right now. Like, how do you respond to this, Falco? The man is just running a train through your entire team, and nothing you are throwing at it is seeming to work. So what do you do at this point?
It is quite the conundrum.
Who is the last player for Brown? What are their specialties?
We shall see. Since rosters are greater than 5 players, you can't really just whittle it down to, this 5th player's the last one, because you got more than 5 people. It really just depends on who they want to send in next. Hopefully they got the Lucina around. That would round out the roster from what's at least recorded. Or it could be the Violet as well.
Whoever it is, they're going to have to make a series of big plays and quite a run to come back into this. Because as you can see, Winthrop has 10 stocks still. It's 3 players, and still this Falco player.
Yep.
Three players and Mage, who with his 1 stock is honestly a whole 3 stock player on his own from what we're seeing right now.
Yeah. Just another result we got previously is Colorado versus RSU, and Colorado wins it 13-0, which is quite devastating. A great landslide in Colorado's favor. So congratulations to Colorado. Keep up the good work. And competition is heating up. I can't wait to see what's happening after these group stages. Like that big bracket with all these like killers all up against one another. Oh man, that's gonna be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait.
I feel like we're gonna be seeing more of Mage and Mage's Falcon, and I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I believe Winthrop is up 2-0. Right, they're leading their group here, so they're the shark of the group. Right, they're a killer. Something to be worried about.
Do we see another situation similar to what we just saw last match, where you get this team that's down to the wire, down to their last player, and he just runs it all the way to a nail biter of a match?
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But considering the amount of momentum that Mage has, right, how consistently we see Mage landing those combos and how difficult it is for Brown to kind of deal with all this stuff. And I can't imagine that this isn't the first time they dealt with this Falco either, right? They've played before. This was a 7-stock victory in Winthrop's favor. I feel like this isn't the first time they're seeing this Falco. And yet, this Falco is still running the train as he pleases, right? I don't have a lot of hope here for Brown's last pick, but I don't count anything out. Anything is possible. Really depends on the character, though, because if you're picking a heavy into this, at this point, I think it's kind of doomed. Rather, a big body is more important than being heavy, but both are obviously very important. We shall see. We shall see. Their last player is in the lobby.
Yeah, I feel the best pick at this point is, I agree, the Lucina, because you need someone to match his speed. But we're gonna see Luigi.
Reverse Weege. Oh, you love to see it. Very interesting pick. My knowledge of this character goes back to Melee, when he could wave dash around the stage like a madman. But let's see how he can answer this Falcon pick.
He's just got to take out 1 stock, and then Mage's reign of terror over Brown is over.
So we already started off with the Mage's. But the thing about Luigi is Luigi does have 0 to death combos, and besides the 0 to death, Luigi just has really good combos all throughout. But again, Luigi has to get those confirms, either that falling nair, maybe starting up tilt, maybe a grab, and these options have a little less range and a little less speed compared to Falco's. These are both definitely combo characters, though. I just think Falco is able to control this kind of mid-range a lot better than Luigi, and Luigi's going to have to struggle to really get those fast options in. As we're seeing here, Mage is still putting on the hurt. Ooh, nice counter!
Having a small little battle below the stage there, but they both managed to recover. And
Falco pushing
Mage
Weege
just
off
giving him
the
no
stage.
breathing room, trying really hard to get that stock out.
There is the back air. Closing out that first stock. Mage's momentum and reign of terror continues here, as Brown is on to their last 2 stocks.
Winthrop running a train through Brown, and Mage is the conductor. All aboard, final stop.
Mage just poking off on the side, but it looks like Luigi gets a nice engage onto him. Mage comboing up air. Another one.
Ooh, tries to catch landing with the dash grab, but we do get an air dash back from Luigi player here. Nice up B, and
there it is.
That'll take care of Mage finally. So Luigi's up B is another tool that you really got to watch out for. Decently quick, not like the slowest thing in the world, but the sweet spot of the hitbox is really up close. You gotta be like in that perfect spacing, right? But if it hits, it hurts. And I was able to take that stock right there. So good stuff to Luigi player here. I wish I knew their tag.
Doing a celebratory little plank there, but we do have to give credit where credit's due to Mage, though. He did manage to knock off one stock, making this a lot harder for Brown, as he will be at a disadvantage in every last one of these 3 fights from here on out.
The rip, he's going to be down a stock. It's going to be a very, very tough comeback, but I'd love to see this Luigi go off and start comboing. Where do you think Winthrop goes from here?
I mean, we're looking at a Luigi here. Luigi does want to get up close, but Luigi doesn't have the fastest tools to do it. So you don't want to be like an extended boxing sessions, I guess, with this kind of character. You really just want to be kind of an in and out, your turn, my turn kind of thing, and you just don't give him his turn. I think Sheik and Bayonetta can do that pretty well, but those are also the only 2 characters left that we like kind of know to any extent. So I think so far, from the knowledge we have, both these characters should do just fine against Luigi. We shall see. So looks like UI defeats. Hold on, wait. Is this Look at the result. Is this a replay of SMU? Because I believe they said they played SMU before. Were they playing them twice today, or? Hold up.
Battle already starting? No. Oh.
Yeah, they didn't. Okay, that's cool. So the setting is Shaburo, who is the Sheik, according to our data. So if that works, yep, I think Sheik will do just fine. In and out, very fast character, quick slice combos, right? Not crazy ones like Falco with insane damage and kill potential, but still really cool to see. So let's hope that we'll see some really great stuff from the Sheik here. Forward throw, bouncing fish, I'm sure we'll see at low percents. Besides that, a lot of forward tilts, a lot of forward airs. Maybe a couple of up smash reads. Who knows?
So what are the chances we see a misfire affecting this match?
So misfire's already got a chance of its own, right? I actually don't have the exact numbers on that. And then on top of that, you're adding the qualifier of affecting the match, which is very important. I mean, if he just uses recovery, that's not too different from a regular side. So I don't really know how much that affects the match. But if he gets a random misfire in neutral and like kills with it, that's pretty crazy. That's quite different.
I'm looking for that. I want to see one of those.
I think that'd be exciting. Yeah.
Okay, both players squaring up on the stage. Taunt comes out.
Yeah, so Shaburo only has to take 2 more stocks here to close it out for Winthrop, and that'd be a 9-0 over Brown instead of a 7-0. But Brown's, I mean, their Luigi players still in here. They can get started. Here are the combos. Ooh,
yeah, a strong start from Luigi, but he's looking to stand strong. He really wants to take out as many stocks as he can, even if he can't win. But there's still the chance, because we've seen, as from the last match, we've seen players do much more with much less.
Gets the plunger connect, and he's just hopping the Sheik off the stage right now. Connects with the up B. Sheik's playing a very defensive game, but enters with a grab and lands a combo, countered by the Luigi. Sheik off the map once again. Luigi holding good territory on this side of the map. Players trading spaces, both fighting for territory right now. Looks like the Sheik is, just outpacing the Luigi, running around him, and I would say it's working, but It's not.
And
Yeah,
that's gonna
wherever
be
it counted, Luigi was able to actually get the chunky hits that were able to deal the damage. The big thing about Sheik is they have to win neutral a lot, and on top of that, like, because they do such low damage, they have to win neutral a lot. And winning neutral in itself is already like the hardest part of fighting games as a whole. That is quite literally outplaying your opponent. So having to do that more than the average character puts a lot of strain on you, which is why Sheik was considered to be, a significantly worse character compared to Smash 4. That a lot of people dropped her. Not a super great character in this game. And Luigi doesn't have that same problem. Whenever Luigi does get his confirms, whenever he does win neutral, he's able to convert good damage off of it. Sheik just can't quite say the same.
And Luigi hitting with some poke right now, getting some good chunks in onto the Sheik.
Yeah,
30.
trying to play it really carefully because every one of the 2 stocks he has left that he loses is just huge.
Very true. He's trying to make this these 2 stocks last, Get all 3.
Wow!
Ooh!
The parry on the cross-up nair into the up B to land that stock. That was flashy. And that was skillful. That was incredible.
Yeah, this is... You can tell Luigi really not wanting to give it up yet. He's at 96%. He's got to play it really carefully. And as I say that, he takes more hits, going up to 105.
On the
But
down B, pushing Sheik off of him. Both players are at neutral now. Let's see how this develops. Fighting for position, lands the plunger, throws him off the map, connects with the combo.
Just keeps going for these
There it is,
plungers.
dude. Raw
Another one.
The raw up
Whoa!
B to take that stock. That is incredible. Wow. That is definitely not an option that you would traditionally go for in a situation like that. If the Sheik could continue to shield, they could have gotten whatever the punish they wanted. But maybe they banked on that fact and decided that the risk reward was still in the Luigi's favor. Because if you really think about it, how hard of a punish could Sheik really get, realistically? So that's a bit of a risk, but not as bad as compared to, like, I don't know, a Ganondorf or something, right? Something crazy. One shot you at like 40%. That was pretty great. That was pretty great for Luigi player, and they didn't seem to lose any stocks there at all. So that's another entire player down for Winthrop. They've already improved the record from last time. So even if Brown does walk with the loss here, they can say we've improved, we've been better, because they are now better compared to where they were last time they played against Winthrop.
What did you say about one last player from Brown coming back from the brink?
Yeah, I didn't see it coming, but they did quite well against Mage and Mage's last stock, and I mean they did really well against Shabro Sheik as well. So maybe we'll be seeing Dachi's Bayonetta next. I'm not sure. We will find out.
If he wins this, he's going to have to run the gauntlet. But I'm here for it. I'm ready.
I thought he already was running the
No,
gauntlet.
he's running the gauntlet right now.
Yeah.
He's in the gauntlet.
He's doing more than just running the gauntlet. He is absolutely destroying the gauntlet.
Well, he's going to have to keep that momentum up into this next match.
Yeah, it looks like Dachi is the opponent that's called for next from Winthrop's side. We have that down as a Bayonetta player. I think that will work just fine against Luigi as long as they were to get a lot of the side B confirms. And able to land those back airs for killing, because Bayonetta does struggle a bit with killing. Otherwise, which time situation into a smash attack could also get the job done. That's a lot more reliant on your opponent, though. So, not the most reliable way of looking at a matchup.
So walk me through Bayonetta. What are her strengths, and how does she deal with this Luigi?
Okay, so Bayonetta is a very combo-focused character, but the combo starter is the main 2 things that you'll be seeing a lot are her up B and her side B. Her side B, this afterburner kick, right? She'll slide across the ground and do a little upwards kick if she holds it. She doesn't have to upwards kick. That's an extended part of the move. Makes it more punishable if the opponent shields it. Otherwise, it converts it into a great combo tool if it hits. After that, you'll see the up B. You'll use an aerial side B. It'll make her go up. And up B again. They'll go straight flying straight up. You see, it's kind of like a ladder, right? They're going straight up. And then you'll see up airs mixed into that. You'll see bears. Your back here is her best kill option. So she's very focused on getting those combo starters, but they're not the fastest options, but they are options that have deceptively large ranges and decent speed. So you'll find yourself getting clipped by them a lot. Luigi is really just have to play around those tools and punish them whenever you see them thrown out, because Bayonetta will be throwing those out. Besides that, you'll see a decent amount of dash grabs, maybe a bit of neutral Bs in neutral, where she'll just kind of shoot her guns off her feet. Not super important, worrying things. It's really just focusing on trying to beat the side B and up B and not getting caught by those, because they got some pretty big hitboxes. Definitely doable, but I mean, it depends on the strength of both players.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wait.
that was.
Oh!
I believe the Bayonetta accidentally SD'd. Or maybe it was a button check. Could have been not. Yeah, okay. It looks like it's wrong controls, so we're going to be...
Oh.
They have like a bunch of people from that team all playing off the same setup.
For a second there, I thought Winthrop had some kind of honor system we didn't hear about.
That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
He's like, he's down to... I want to see something crazy and flashy. But,
Maybe you know what would be the power move? You jump off, you SD twice just to prove you can get both stocks with one. If you have a big enough ego, I could see it.
get both stocks.
White
That would be a move. That would be a if he. Here's the thing though, right? Is if he does that and pulls it off, he's a legend. He's an absolute Chad. Man's just flexing on everyone. But on the contrary, if he messes that up,
That's a
then
bad
he's
look.
just straight feeding.
That's a bad look.
Yeah, so let's hope that's not going to be what we're going to be seeing, because that's honestly, even if they do win, still kind of embarrassing. Like, come on, did you really have to do that? But
True.
I don't know.
He's gonna run the
Here's
white
hoping,
Bayonetta.
like the average standard player, they would not go for that, especially not when it's a team game. You know, you have to think about more than just yourself in a crew battle.
Very true.
That is true.
Taunt
Oh,
signaling the start.
Bayonetta just dancing around, waiting for the Luigi.
There's the uppie. We saw a whipped uppie right off the bat. We're going to be seeing a lot more uppies. There is another one. See, you'll get caught by
Another
this
combo. What an insane combo. Carries him very far off the ground there. And
Oh,
quick recovery.
nice.
And a
Fast
very
forward
fast
there.
stock coming from Bayonetta.
Yeah, that was just a 30% kill right there. So big. I don't know if that was a mistake or just good combo, but a rough start for the Luigi. But he is looking to bounce back right now, getting Bayonetta off the stage, landing some good damage. She's having some strong recoveries back to the center. Luigi connects on another side.
Get him off the ledge. Probably looking for another up B like what we saw last match.
Right, Luigi can kill through other ways too, though. Back air is a decently reliable kill option, especially towards the edge of the stage. So it's not like up B is the only thing he has left. But again, Bayonetta, if you're not watching for the side B, up B, that's a forward air string and almost.
Bayonetta just carried him up into the air, almost took him completely out. And now it's just a fight under the stage. Luigi can't recover, and that is going to be Winthrop taking the win.
That'll be it. Yeah, it's going to be a 6-0 here. So it's a one stock improvement over the last score of a 7-0. Which is that's good. Good stuff to Brown there for making whatever adaptations and adjustments necessary to get that 1 inch closer, to victory.
Brown.
But ultimately, it falls upon Winthrop for the actual win here. So congratulations to Winthrop, taking it 6-0 over Brown University.
Gotta pay my respects to the Luigi player, but that was a very strong effort from Winthrop. They got some very solid players. Looked like a pretty decisive win, but still a close match. And I believe we're going to be getting an interview here shortly.
The question is, who do we interview?
We'll be getting Mage
stand
up in here.
Mage,
Falco
yes.
player.
The man, the myth, the Falco himself.
Mm-hmm. Quite exciting. He did really, really well for the team today, for Winthrop. I'm excited. We'll just be waiting on our special guest to arrive, so please bear with us. Ooh. Looks like I can't drag him. That's interesting. Someone else want to pull him in? All right. Thank you.
There he is.
Welcome, Mage. How are you feeling? We can't hear you, by the way, if you are speaking. No worries.
All right, hello.
There we are.
Hello. To answer your question, I'm doing pretty good, and my team is pretty good. We're feeling pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, cool. Were you guys expecting like was there anything you guys were kind of looking out for? Because we know this is a rematch set that you played before. You already won 7-0. Was there anything you're kind of looking out for last time? Any mental notes you took from the previous set? That's like, oh, I got to be aware of that, and maybe we can worry about that for this set.
We definitely did have a lot of takeaways from our own play. We watched our own play after every game that we did, and we definitely recognized that we could stand to play more patient and a little bit more analytical. And I think we definitely started to apply that a little bit more this collegiate battle.
That's great. Yeah. How do you feel that Brown has played this time? And kind of the opposite question. How do you feel about their play compared to last week?
I think their play is around the same par, maybe a little bit better. I will give them commendation for their excellent counter pick versus our front runner, the Wii Fit trainer. They made a very excellent counter pick there, and not only did they counter pick our player well, they actually counter picked the rest of our team because that's just a great CP for our roster. So I think they made a very wise decision there, and that definitely paid off.
That's great. And what are you looking to in the future? Any matches that you know that are upcoming? Do you kind of have your mindset on now?
I'm not sure beyond next week. We're all definitely really excited to keep improving and to see how well we can do versus our next week matches. But we're definitely especially motivated to be able to play versus the other teams if we can whenever we make it to the final bracket. There's a lot of really strong teams, and I'm really excited to see not just myself but my entire team to see how they perform versus the best of the best.
Is there one team you're kind of set on? One team you got your eyes for, maybe?
The one team that I have my eyes for, I have two. I have UT Dallas and UT Arlington. Those are definitely the two that are on my radar.
Yeah, well, best of luck to your team. Hoping for the best for you. Congratulations on your victory today. Your Falco was wonderful. We were having a blast here watching you pull off your incredible strings.
Absolutely nuts.
Thank you very much. It was an honor for you guys to showcase us on your stream, so it was completely my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Best of luck for your future matches.
Thank you. Good luck on your commentator.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mage, the incredible Falco player that we had seen previously. Absolutely destroyed that K rule that popped up. Oh, man, that Town and City game. That was something else.
That was such a fast match.
It was nasty.
Really was. So we just got some more updates here. Let me pull up some more results. So we have Georgia Tech versus University of Texas at Austin. And I believe UT lose that one. So Georgia Tech takes that one with one stock left. So there's an upset here. You know, UT no longer at the top of their group. The Texas supremacy has fallen as Georgia Tech now takes a victory over University of Texas there. And then another one was CSU defeats SMU 6-0. And we have ISU defeating UTA Orange, UT Arlington 7-0. So that's 3 games in a row where Texas actually lost.
The Texas reign is coming to an end.
Maybe. But we still have UT Dallas here up on top, and the nation's pride, right? After they did win the national championships at Shine. So I think they are the main team. As we saw, Mage also, they're looking to take UT Dallas and UT Arlington. So if you got your eyes on the prize, you're going to come face to face with UT Dallas, which is really quite exciting. Looking into next week, next week's match is going to be University of Texas versus University of Alabama in Huntsville, and Southern New Hampshire University versus University of Missouri Columbia. And I assume these will be our stream matches for next week. So that's really exciting. I'm really happy to see. I really like UT's team. I've seen a lot of them play. Although some of their best players recently kind of graduated, so moving into this season, they kind of lost some of their craziest players like Waltz and Favorite, right? Mega Man and Robin player. They're both incredible, absolutely phenomenal to watch. I know the UT team still got quite a few good players left over, so I'm really excited to see what they can put in. And the rest of the teams, I mean, University of Alabama, Huntsville, Southern New Hampshire, and University of Missouri Columbia, I'm sure they're going to put up great fights. So I'm really excited for next week.
Yeah, it's really nice to watch how these teams change over the course of just such these small periods of time. Like just last match with, what was it?
Brown and Winthrop?
No, not Brown and Winthrop. Who was before that?
Oh, Full Sail in Houston.
Full Sail in Houston. Yeah, we had Full Sail, who coming into this was 0-2, and we didn't have much expectations of them, but they were actually able to take it to the last player on Houston's roster, which just shows a lot of development over just the course of a week of just scrims and VOD reviews, what I'm assuming. It's just really interesting to see what these teams can pull off in such a short period of time.
Ooh, looks like Full Sail has beaten Florida State. So that's a rematch from before, right? Full Sail lost to Florida State 8-0. And now, as you were just talking about Full Sail improving that much in this short amount of time, they've beaten one of the teams that beat them previously.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think Full Sail, like I said earlier, could be on a very positive swing. We could see a redemption arc coming out of them. And I, for one, am super excited to see where all these teams go in the following weeks.
Absolutely. We're already seeing lots of development, lots of storylines here, right? Winthrop and Brown rematch, that went to Winthrop's favor both times. But then, we had the Full Sail Florida State rematch, and there's Full Sail kind of bringing this one back, right? They win 4-0, and they had Juicebox, the Terry that we saw, the absolutely explosive Terry, take 7 stocks that game. So look at that.
Absolutely nuts. Juicebox is gonna just start popping off. He's gonna throw it all up on his back and be like, "All right, boys,
come along for the ride.
Take us to the top."
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Full Sail can develop moving forward, and I'm excited to see how all these different storylines kind of interweave. But we've had our matches done here for today. It was an absolute pleasure, an absolute honor casting with you here all on Rec Readiness for the first time.
Yeah, it was super fun casting with you.
I'm glad you guys did it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's always great to, try commentating with more people, try out, different styles, feeling different things out. And of course, seeing all the different players too, and how all that kind of turns out and creates this unique production every time. It's really something special. But, thank you all so much. I'm Combo, new here. Hopefully I'll be here in the future. If you guys liked, hearing what I had to say, have any sort of feedback, whatever else, my Twitter is @ComboFGC. I'm also on Discord. I'm in the Collegiate Smash Discord. I'm sure you can find me, whatever. Hit me up for anything, anytime. I love talking about fighting games. I think fighting games are really cool. And I'm glad to really be here. On to you, Brian.
All right. Yeah, I'm Brian. First time casting a Smash match. I'm looking, and might not have been the most comfortable experience at first, but we're getting the gist of it. And, you got me at BSRK and somewhere on Twitter and Instagram, a lot of underscores. But my social media side, we do remember, follow both of us, Collegiate Smash and Rec Readiness. You got the little social media links right. Let me get my finger coordinated better here, right about there. Both Instagrams and Twitters of both organizations, both doing really great things. And I just want to remind you that tomorrow at around 3 p.m. Eastern time, Rec Readiness has our own Smash event going on. So if you haven't signed up for that, make sure you do. You can go to our Smash GG page, and I got Joey telling me I got the time zone right for once. So remember, Smash event tomorrow at Saturday, 3 p.m. And with that, I will pass it on to Luke.
Thank you all. This has been a ton of fun. My first time casting a Smash event also. So, a lot of new experience here. But, watching these teams, seeing the storylines play out, and oh my goodness, watching Mage go off, it's been a delight tonight. And casting with both of you has been a ton of fun. So, yeah. Shout outs to Rec Readiness for putting this on, and the Collegiate Smash League.
And yeah, we'll see you all next week.
Yeah. Stay safe.